Hey everyone! Welcome back to Arcane Focus. We are hitting episode 50.
Finally.
The whole big 5-0. I'm your DM Mike. Joining me are my amazing players. We have Amber.
Hey.
Steve.
Hello.
And Tempu.
Hi.
We're 50 now.
We are 50.
50 now.
We're golden. You know, that's an old
So-
saying, but I keep saying it, but now it's official. We are golden.
You know, so in 15 episodes we retire.
Exactly. Yeah, in 15 episodes we retire, we pack up everything, we don't use this equipment anymore, and we just take off. We live in a cabin somewhere in Big Bear.
How's our
Well-
401k? Do we have enough to live?
You know, we'll get by. You know, there's a lot of things you can do with corn.
I was like, I'm not gonna get into 401ks.
How much did you put in the 401k?
You like a lot there, right? There's a lot of things you can do with corn.
How much money did you put in the 401k, Mike?
Oh man.
Our 401k is Rolly's farm. Dude.
Exactly, that's what's happening.
Insight check.
Deception check. So guys, a few announcements to get by. First and foremost, we have a goal to 500 followers at the end of February. We're so close. Right now we're at 412. Under 100 to
Yay.
get there. So if you haven't done so already, please don't forget to follow. Get some friends in if they like some D&D. We have a one-shot. That's another announcement to go through.
Tomorrow.
That's tomorrow. The Church of Jopai.
Huzzah.
Huzzah! We have some amazing guest players coming in on that one. We have Careful Cantrip, both Bobby and Reyna, from that channel respectively. Then we also have Mithril Armory Dave. He changed his name, I remembered. The same person that provided the foldable tin 20s. They also make some amazing shirts and other paraphernalia for D&D.
They also have Valentine's Day cards right now.
They do! It's
I
so good
believe
looking.
the word is accessories.
Accessories.
Thank you, Steve.
You're welcome.
And we're also joined by Burnt Toast Combo, who is an illustrator and artist that can be found on Instagram. She's made some amazing stuff. I've worked with her in the past, and I just wanted to get her in. I know she's a big D&D fan, so I'm excited to see all of these players collide in what essentially is a Ghostbusters one-shot, let's be honest. I'm not going to hide it. So yeah, a lot of exciting things happening right now. Let me go and make sure. All right, perfect. We have everyone's character sheets running.
We won't be live next week.
We will not be live next week for Magic at Mostead. We have adulting. We have lives, and the
We have
world gets in the
wedding
way.
weirdness to do. So.
Wedding stuff.
At least I do.
I believe the correct term here is don't cross the streams.
Exactly. Well, any other announcements we need to make?
That's it. We'll return hold on, I gotta see the date.
I don't have a calendar in front of me.
The 12th.
Yeah, I was gonna say the 12th, but I wasn't sure. So 51 will be
On the 12th.
12th.
Exactly. So, you guys ready for maybe a quick recap?
Let's see.
Yes,
Genie.
please.
Let's do it. Episode 50. With their new Force companion, the Earth Genasi Domain Chosen, Raimi Hardy, by their side, the party finds a table within the local taverns and to discuss their new plans and what to do next. Savannah, not wanting to disclose too much to the Chosen, opts to inform that the party's next destination is throughout the kingdom to meet with friends and family. In reality, her main goal is to get to Revine. So, in this little interlude, what we end up doing is that we go from town to town, minus Uthiel, as he stays behind within the capital of Isenby. What's going on, Shady? The three griffins skip and hop from town to town, first meeting Hannah, Hubercam, and the McCollins in Cledon City. Then the Kavads and Mary Kane and Marygar. And during their time in Marygar, the party decides to tell Raimi the following. that their next destination is Vrevine, and more specifically, the Blake Manor. Lily Underwood, the now past Royal General, did a lot of horrible things, not only in domain soil, but the kingdom as well. The party wishes to go there to ensure the safety of the kingdom is clear of anything that might be too much for standard troops. With this declaration given, the reality is that Savannah is looking for a hidden vial within the crypts of the Blakes, something of importance to the pirate lord Blood Eyes Belladonna, as she's currently looking for it and nearly had the party killed multiple times to get it. As the party headed northeast towards the city of Vrevine, the earth began to shake. The air began to burn, and a shout from the top of a hill gathered the party's attention. There, standing on stone, is a familiar face, an earth genie, a Dao, the same one that the party freed several months ago. As the battlefield and forest began to get engulfed in flame and magma, the party fought summoned elemental hybrids, but with one luck-filled strike from our Tabaxi rogue, the amulet that the Dao was currently donning cracked and split in half, and whatever influence over the genie's mind was there is now broken. The Dao looks to the party, snarling in a dazed state, the lava flow stopping with her will as it starts to harden. She looks to the party, and the first words out of her mouth are, "Enemy of the Queen?" And that is where we left off.
I don't remember how close we are to her, so
A ledge.
I thought we were.
'Cause
Yeah, I think we're
just
above
like
and-
is the fire still all around?
Right now, you can take a look around. You see that the lava has stopped flowing. The fire, it definitely is starting to catch on to neighboring trees here and there. Rolling perception, or actually roll me a nature check.
Just one. That's gonna be 16.
16. Savannah gets a sense that as you start to look around the area you're in, this section of the forest, sort of this, I would say about maybe a half square mile that currently is sort of, you're sort of standing in, you can see from that far as the sparse trees around you, the hilltops and sort of the curvature of this almost ditch-like area. It will continue to catch fire, but it'll stop at a certain point. So you're not worried about a full-on forest fire, but this section of the forest definitely is going to be scarred.
Well, that's not good. But it's safe for us to walk around, right?
Yeah, you look back and you can see the charred remains of your horses, unfortunately, as well as the cart that was given. It's unfortunate that your wheels have been taken and destroyed, but you can definitely walk around, making it a little easier to get northeast towards Vrevine. But they're still kind of rubbing her temples, almost still in a bit of a daze as the amulet around her neck has been shattered and this consciousness has sort of been released. She just sort of stares in wide-eyed.
I mean, I guess I'll start heading down because I
That's
think
what I'm like. I look at her. I'm like, should we go down there?
I mean, I don't imagine her coming up here, and Rolly's still down there.
The way we left off is that Rolly is the closest to the Dao right now.
Yeah.
Essentially, I could rebuild the scene for you guys. It is Vera, Savannah, and Raimi who are currently a bit high on a ledge. Savannah, you threw a dagger from this particular point. You threw I think it's a chilled touch attack. And Rolly was pretty much in melee distance from this Dao, which is sort of just below. So you guys are all, I would say, easily within 30 feet of each other.
Yeah, I'll start making my way down next to Rolly at least.
Same, except I'm gonna stand behind Rolly.
Yeah, Rolly's holding back the urge to punch her in the face. She killed our horses. And our carriage.
That's the what?
What did the horses do?
Yeah, no, I'm a little upset about that too.
The horses were innocent in all this.
Raimi will tap Vera on the back, and she go, "Why does she fucking know you?"
She was imprisoned by Queen Evergreen as a servant. And we kind of let her loose. We didn't have much choice because it was either that or die, so you know.
Say kind of.
Kind of.
She kind of had me grappled by the throat, so it was very much a self-preservation thing.
Roll me a persuasion check.
I'm not lying.
I know. That's why I'm saying deception.
I give myself guidance.
No,
Why not?
because you already said it.
God damn it. Well, that's not great. Let's see what my persuasion is. It's only an 11.
11. Okay.
Not horrible, but not good.
She just sort of stares at you for a moment, just to sort of see if you're gonna crack or break, or what type of intent was behind your words, whether she believes you or not.
Can I
What
add
is-
something to that?
You can.
Because we already told the king anyway. You know that soul that not soul, that thing that I told you sucked in souls? She was guarding one of those. That's what she uses them for.
All right.
I'm gonna make my way on down.
Okay. The Dao kind of corrects herself. The amulet's still hanging here, but it's been cracked in half. She basically grabs it, snaps it off her neck, and just tosses it into the open wilds.
Seeing that, I'm gonna go run after
Yeah.
you.
I was like, oh, I think we need that. Thought we were on better terms last time we left you.
From a mortal. Better terms is acceptable. I showed you gratitude for letting me go, by letting you live. I traveled this material plane looking for the queen.
I think you found her based off of,
I have not.
Well, who put that around your neck?
She looks up, searches a bit, and goes, I do not know. Two figures, though. I wanted to return the favor to the queen.
By all means, I wouldn't stop you. I don't think she's on this plane, though.
I would encourage you.
Yeah, I
She
think we
just
all would.
Stares you down, all four of you, and goes, "You mortals and you tricks."
What
What
tricks?
trick?
We don't like her.
What are the two silhouettes? The two figures who did this to me?
Oh. They happen to look like a male and a female.
Were they twins? Did they look alike? Siblings like sibling like?
Similar shape.
Similar.
Yeah. I think that's Olivia and... Oh, I forgot his name. But the Blakes in the Blake Manor. They were helping Lily. Or at least they were helping with that.
She thinks for a moment. I made my way over to Overfield to repay the queen in tenfold. But she wasn't there. I can feel her. She's somewhere here on the material plane, on the earth that she walks upon.
Wait, you still feel her here?
Somewhere on the plane.
Oh boy. That's a bigger problem than we thought, because we didn't think she was on the same plane.
I just can't. Sort of. You could almost feel like these green veins starting to dig down into the earth that she stands on, and almost like a beating heartbeat. They start to expand outwards towards the ground, almost like she's searching the entire planet. and just sort of almost in that moment where you think you've got it, but you just can't get the right answer. And she's sort of struggling to get a pinpoint accuracy of where her target is. I went to Overfield and could not find anything. Then my vision became dark. I saw through planes of green, and I saw two figures standing over me. I don't know why. The Queen forces wish you all dead. Honestly, I do not care.
Well, we kind of put a big dent in her plan, so yeah, I could see why. We killed her main minion.
This plane has done me wrong so many times. I will rip this continent asunder.
Now. I mean, listen, I think the Queen did you wrong a lot of times, and the people that serve her. We don't like her, and the people in charge of this continent very much don't like her and think she's a crazy person.
You all mortals are all the same.
We're not all the same.
Aiming for power.
I don't aim
Just
for
some.
I don't really aim for power. I aimed for being safe. And she's anything but.
I don't need power. I just need to remain alive.
Power's messy.
I will find her, and I will bury her many miles under the earth. She turns away.
Wait, before you go. Genie, right?
I don't think she likes that word.
I don't think that's the right thing to say, really.
Proposition.
I just stepped like 5 feet back a little
This large 15-foot woman turns once again 180 towards you, Rolly. And I know you're 7 foot tall, but a 15-foot woman built a bit bigger than you walks to a point where even the sun behind her casts a shadow on you and just looks down. You get a smell of just deep sentiment earth flaking off her, almost like this constant flow of dirt and debris.
I
She
want to
just stares
till
at you,
it
white-
with
white-
my hoe. Just want to till it with my hoe. I'm ready for this. I say, you want to bury the queen. We want to bury the queen. Let's work together. We find the queen. You help us, we help you. And when we find this queen, you bury her so deep that no mortal or god will ever find her. In return, we want nothing. Just to see you bury her.
I'm gonna cough guidance if he's gonna roll.
You can. Since you are offering your services to a Dao, and you're not asking for any, was the important part here.
Don't ask
was
for
that
anything in return.
You're not
never-
asking for anything.
You don't really ask anything in return for a Dao. I will allow you to roll a persuasion check with guidance with advantage.
Woo! Baby! Alright, alright.
Because
There's only
that
one way
is
I
the
can
main thing here.
Well, we want the bitch dead. We don't.
Yeah.
We don't need anything from her. You just need her gone.
Genies in general, man.
Yep. Alright, so plus a d4. Come on, Rolly, don't fuck this up. Okay.
Come on, where's that Vegas luck?
Okay, so that's 17. Yeah, you said persuasion?
Persuasion, yes.
With advantage.
With the guidance.
Okay.
And advantage.
So that's 17. Do I roll a d4 again or just leave it alone?
No, you roll 1d4 and you add that to the highest.
Got it. Okay. So that stays there. Not bad. Not bad. Okay. So that is going to be a 18.
18. Trying to think what the appropriate DC is here.
18.
No. 17. 17.
She. All right, I'm gonna say you pass, but the scene goes out this way because I feel like you barely got it, and
That's.
yeah.
I'm not charismatic or like
I don't think any of us are.
No, not to that level.
I'll say in a flash, Rolly, you are looking up at this woman, and in a second's moment, you find that you can't breathe. And you are no longer looking up, you are now looking down as she has quickly grabbed your throat. And you've never been handled in this way, Rolly, where someone has lifted you up the ground and almost like you are now about 20 feet off the ground and she is currently holding you. You're grabbing the ends of her hands feel like you're being held by earth. It's like just stone and boulders just...
Can I make a roll to see if I freak out or if I remain stern and steadfast?
You tell me. You can make a roll if you wish. Yeah, go ahead.
Because I would be like, yeah, Rolly just is trying to bargain here with in exchange for nothing. But I also like the part of me is kind of freaked out.
Yeah.
But then I know that if I freak out, then this is not going to end well.
Exactly.
So
So
I'd
go
like
ahead.
to.
Yeah.
All right. Just a straight 20 then.
Yeah, straight 20. You can set your own rules of how you think Rolly would activate in this.
Okay, so I'm basically 20 feet off the ground, being choked in a split second,
Yeah.
and I'm trying not to freak out, but
Play dead.
I could just imagine just like the rest of us just like no.
19.
You quickly grab her just meaty, I wouldn't even call it meaty, like her gigantic hands, trying to
dirty hands.
pry open a little bit of airway, and you get a sense as she starts to look you down, she could have snapped your neck at this moment, but she's not. And that thought goes through Rolly's mind, and it causes a slight bit of comfort and confidence where you are struggling, but you're not freaking out. You're just looking dead in the eye, not breaking contact, almost like an alpha rule where you're like, okay, this looks bad, but don't show weakness.
That.
And she stares you down, looks at your party, and gets, like, almost brings you in a bit closer to get into eye level, and she goes, I'm actually gonna a name here for you. Kynite. You only call upon me when you find her. And lets you go.
Write that down.
Hurry.
Write that down.
I heard that right. High night.
Kynite.
Kyanite. Like kyanite. It's blue.
She puts a hand into the ground, and you could see a bit of like an earthquake moment where a tunnel starts to bend in shape due to her Earth Genasi will, and she goes in there. The hole itself closes up as she has left the scene.
You okay, Rolly?
You see Rolly, like he comes down, right? And then he's just standing, but then like he has that moment where his legs just give away and like, oh god.
I'll go try to help him up, but
Yeah, I'm gonna go look for that amulet.
Okay, roll investigation check, Savannah. Raimi sort of helps you up as well.
Unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20, you find it. What you
Yay.
find, Savannah, is an overly sized necklace, absolutely made for a woman of her stature, of Kynite. The gem has been cracked. It's a green gem it's like a circular in shape within the amulet, and it's currently cracked in half.
Alright, I'm gonna put it in my bag. We will deal with it when we see our wizard friend.
yeah. She told you her name. It's kind of a big deal.
All right,
That she did.
I'm gonna need a little bit more details about this. What the fuck just happened?
We just made a deal with the genie, I guess?
No.
Like
No, we did not.
No, you
made-
did. I was here.
We did. Listen,
Damn
those
it.
gems that she places these gems around. That's why we had told the king, and we don't know where they are all the time, but we had stumbled across that one, and that's how, I don't know, she puts the genies in in power to be her slaves and forces them to feed her souls. It's not willing. I don't even know how she gets them, to be honest. We haven't figured that out.
Have you told anyone about freeing this genie and what she was guarding?
Nope.
No.
Because we figured we
We
were
didn't get a
also going to get
chance
in
to?
trouble, but we were also grateful for our lives because, dead or let her out.
You
I
have
see.
to understand, we didn't know what we were dealing with, so how are we gonna go like, hey, we found a genie, we let it go? Like, we
Yeah.
didn't know.
We were technically on a job to find a stupid rock for a guy, and then we got in the cavern, and when she said, I guard the queen, we didn't know, the queen now, or we didn't know it was Evergrey. We didn't
Okay.
really know who put her down there.
Okay, all right. I appreciate that.
Can you tell anything about that necklace by chance?
Yeah, I'll hand her the necklace.
She sort of leans back a bit and kind of gives
Don't
a look
hold it
over.
too close. I mean, if it's broken, it should be fine. But
These aren't the ones that sucked your soul.
Yeah. Well,
Well, we are not sure, because
it seemed like it was controlling her, not. I don't know. She didn't have one on the first time we met her.
if it helps, instead of holding it, I'll mage hand it.
Yeah.
She kind of looks to you, Savannah. Definitely seeing your kind of analytical mind going about it like, well, it might not be, and sort of being an open-minded individual. She kind of looks to you and goes, what do you think it is?
Control device?
Insight check?
Under her?
No, I was asking, like, can I do an insight check?
Make me an Arcana check.
Arcana check. There you
Yeah.
go. Probably not gonna be that high. That's gonna be a 13.
13. I'll say that you could... Vera's been kind of giving ideas of what it could be. You're not sure what the full extent of the gem, what it was doing, but it definitely had some sort of control over the Tao. Not sure if it was doing anything else, but you can at least comprehend the fact that it was some sort of almost like an enchantment type of object.
I mean, she looked like she was wincing when that thing had control of her, so maybe it was causing her pain.
And her demeanor completely changed once we cracked it, so it had to have some type of enchantment over her.
A strong one if it's over a Tao.
And this is the same queen that you're going to Vrevine to
Mm-hmm.
clear out.
Well, no. The queen, well, I hope to God she's not there, but...
The queen we thought wasn't on this plane. We now think differently.
The twins
But
are
the
involved.
twins there might be a connection to the twins there.
That's who we brought it up to the king too then. They've been meeting with Lily for I don't know how long, but that's how we got introduced to them when we fought her the first time.
You mentioned they are the Blakes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And we're headed to the Blakes Manor.
Uh-huh.
So we're going to their homestead.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's kind of why we gave you the forewarning.
That is a sensible act. Way to investigate. We'll see what we find.
I think we're gonna stay out of the house because I don't think any of us had a pleasant time in the house, as I mentioned.
Do we need to go in the house?
I hope not.
Unless we find reason.
We kind of just want to
Okay.
inspect the grounds to see what's up. We didn't go through the whole thing because, well, we kind of had to run out and then Lily ran away and there was a whole lot of things going on.
There was a lot of things happening.
Understood. Well, I am generally happy that we're all alive and nothing bad happened to us.
Except for horses.
Yeah.
We did lose a few good animals, and I apologize for... Kind of looks at you, Vera, who's been the most in the lava. And it's like, you look fairly scarred. You all right?
I'll be fine.
Well,
Been through worse.
how long do you think it'll take us to get to the nearest town?
Where are we?
Do we have concept of where we are?
Yeah.
You've been down this road actually before. You're about a half a day's away from Rerun.
Oh, well, maybe we rest. I can do a prayer healing on all of us.
I think we should just rest. Why don't we just camp?
Because half a day is a walk. And God knows what else we're going to run into.
Don't forget, this
What
happened
time-
like midday, so it's like noon.
Well, I'm going to at least do prayer healing at a 3rd level. So, let me do
I'm
that.
gonna go take a walk.
If you don't mind me, I just start going to lie down on the ground. Like, I'm
going.
Sure. Yeah.
yeah. If you don't mind.
Oh, I gotta back up.
Raimi sits next to you. Savannah, as you start to go on your walk, anything you're trying to accomplish?
Clearing my thoughts.
You
Not- Yeah, I gotta just get clear in my head.
you get far enough away from the burnt trees and shrubbery and grass to a point where you can actually smell fresh air. Definitely a little more calming than the battle-scarred earth that you were just fighting upon. And you take your time. You don't have to be back to camp immediately, but it's nice to make use of your athleticism and sort of this runner mentality of you get to run quickly, go from tree to tree, and get some fresh air.
16
Burn
points.
something off.
Okay, 16 points to whoever needs it.
I'm definitely going to need that.
You said 16, right?
Yeah.
Definitely hurt badly.
Do you need more, or are you okay for now?
I'm fine now.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of being a piece of toast. Or ash, in this case.
Yeah.
We can't seem to hang on to a cart to save our lives, quite literally.
Fighting genies isn't a regular thing for you all.
I mean, we try not to, but thanks to our lovely Evergrey over there, we've fought more than one. Except this one really seems to hate her, and the other one, well, he didn't.
I've heard stories of Evergrey, but there's very little text about her. From talks from other Chosen, from what I know, is that when the Empire split into the Domain and the Kingdom, there was a lot of dirty dealings happening back then, and that caused a lot of literature being burned, lost to time, and there's an obvious section within our history that's
It's wiped out.
either great shame through the old leaders, or just carelessness, or something done on purpose, but it's wiped out, like you said.
I mean, to be fair, we found a book briefly on her in like some random library. But it didn't really say much, just said she kind of went nuts.
That is the consensus, yes.
Yeah. I kind of wonder what made her go nuts, because it seemed like she was at least semi-normal for some kind of time, and then, I don't know, she snapped.
You're gonna have to find someone who probably knew her, or was close.
Well, I'm not raising Lily from the dead, so I'm good. I don't think we want to talk to anybody that knows her. They don't seem to be like nice people.
You guys start to rest a bit. Savannah, you make your way back to camp. I'll say about an hour and a half starts to pass by as you guys take a short rest. I'll say it's too early. You guys, it's still sort of midday, so you can't really take a long rest. It's like going to bed at noon, and
I get some stuff back at short rest,
yeah,
that's okay.
you get some stuff. But you guys can make your way further northeast towards Revine. This time on foot.
Again, everybody hang on to their coin purse.
The sharp, burnt air of the forest fire that you left is then replaced by fresh air, and then something sweet starts to hit your nose as you're once again greeted by the outskirts of Revine. You can see the walls that once again block the entire city, and you can see from this particular point the numerous grape fields, the wineries that just sort of surround the entire city. The same wineries that pretty much produce a lot of the wine and alcohol for this very lively and rambunctious town. You walk in and immediately you are greeted once again by the they are not Sildon Kingdom guards, and I've sort of mentioned this before, but the entire town of Revine is kind of guarded by Revine official staff, the sort of like official guards that have the grape with sort of a symbol of coin next to it, and you see them sort of studded leather armor, swords out, sort of keeping the peace wherever they could. It's kind of difficult to do so in this type of city and structure, but you walk in, you see a couple of other people kind of walk towards you all and go, you're looking for guides? Are you looking for guards, security personnel, or folks of your stature? Looks like, and they can sort of, they're looking at you guys from up and down.
I think just a room and a drink for now.
Yeah, an inn be nice.
An inn? I can definitely lead you to an inn.
One where we're not going to get shanked or stolen.
No! That is my purpose here, is to make sure that you are all escorted nice and safely without problem. You see the guy who's currently talking to you is a human, blonde hair that's currently slicked back, that's currently into like a rat's tail back there on the head. Bright blue eyes. He's kind of got like this shit-eating grin that he's currently kind of giving you guys. Like, he's like, I'm fine, it's fine, I'm gonna be here to help you. He's kind of somewhat built. He's armored up. He's got studded leather armor. He's got an axe on his side.
Can I insight? Yeah.
So much.
Can I insight?
Yeah, you can insight him.
Timeshare guys from Vegas.
Can I guide
God.
before I roll?
You have to cast the spell.
Okay. Oh wait, no, I can't. Cause he'll... Well, maybe he's dumb. I'll just try regular insight.
Okay. Go ahead, roll insight.
Well, that's not bad. 17?
17? He looks like he generally wants to guide you somewhere safely.
What do you get out of it?
All I ask is that if things get hairy and I'm able to protect you all, just a simple tip. I work for
How
tips.
about we tip you and we'll be fine?
If you want to tip me, that's fine.
Here's a piece of gold. Go away.
Well, I
Here's a
mean,
piece
at
of
least
gold.
let him
Get
show
out.
us to the inn.
I
Please
could
do
I
actually
think
that.
we
guide
can
you.
find it because we've been here before. I think we can find an inn.
Yeah, we went to a shitty one
You
last
might have
time.
been here, but you've never been to the inn I'm going to bring you to.
Fine.
Fine, but you
And
go
what
in
inn is
first.
this? Yeah, what inn is this called exactly?
It's called the Iron Step.
I don't think we went
Why
to
does that
one.
sound familiar?
History. Can I roll if I know that inn?
Sure, roll me a history check.
I think I did write it down last time.
Oh, 13.
13.
Fun.
I mean, for you, it doesn't really ring a bell, unfortunately.
Rats.
This human, once again, kind of, he does this thing where he's like stepping up, he's about maybe 10 feet up in front of you guys, kind of leading you in. He's like those Hollywood guides where he's like, and here, if you haven't been here before, this is the White Feather, wonderful tavern, beautiful ladies, and turns to you, Roland, goes, you definitely should check it out. You can get your amazing drinks here. This is a general shop. I know the guy here. Go ahead and mention my name. My name is Hector. You can go and tell him that. I'd give you a wonderful discount. Go ahead, don't mention my name, please. I appreciate it. And he's kind of leading you through different spaces of the. He's like, this was built in, in the 200s, and just giving a whole detailed lesson. Rolling perception check, everyone.
18?
18.
That wasn't that
7.
great. 12.
12. Savannah, you're the only one to catch this. As you start to go from down this walkway, this sort of main street, there comes to a point where there are alleyways. There is about 3 guys currently, a dragonborn and 2 half elves who are currently well decked out, look a bit scraggly, mud looking kind of feral, just sort of start to stare you down. Before you have a moment to react, almost by kind of like by veteran instinct, your guide Hector kind of quickly turns towards them and goes, wait, stop. These three look like they mean business. You three, move off. And they kind of start to make their way towards him, and he goes, everyone, back up! I've got this! He quickly runs to them, and he starts to swing with his axe, takes a quick strike towards one of them. The guy goes, "Ah!" and falls to the ground. Does the other two. "Ah!" They both fall. Spins his axe, puts it to the side. Nothing to it. Let's go to the Iron Step.
I whisper to Raimi, this guy's a real big ham.
So I see the guys that he's decked and they're on the floor, right?
They are.
Can I like just do a little butt nudge and then walks away?
Make me a medicine check. Rolly, if you wanted, were you trying to do something along that?
That's sus.
Yeah, I'm
That's
trying.
sus. That is so sus.
It's very sus. I'd like to do a. I guess I'll do a medicine check too.
Sure.
That's gonna be a 14.
Okay.
There just thinks
Medicine
it's
check.
sus.
We fucking got him, guys. 19.
19. Savannah, you kick one, and you hear a bit of.
Oh, you
And
better kick him harder.
You're
for
not
good
sure
measure.
whether or not, because he's not. You get a sense they're not dead. Like almost he just incapacitated them, but you kicked him, and you're not sure if that was just an escape of air or anything. Rolly, you look at that as Savannah kicks the guy, and the guy literally goes, "Ah, stop it!" And you get a sense like this guy's faking it, like that he's
Okay.
hurt.
Okay. I'm gonna go up to the guy that Savannah just kicked,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna do a bit of an act here. I'm gonna walk up and I'm gonna be like super angry at Savannah. I'm gonna be like, "What the hell is wrong with you? Why would you kick a man when he's down?" And I'm just gonna go like off on her completely. And in the middle of that, I'm gonna reach down and I'm gonna start choking the guy. And I'm gonna look at him and I'm gonna say, "How much is he paying you?"
You push Savannah out of the way, turn around, almost because this guy's prone, so you just sort of mount him. Big meaty hands across the guy's throat. He quickly opens his eyes wide, like the rush of life comes back into him, and he's like, "He's paid me
All of
5
a
gold,
sudden.
5 gold, 5 gold."
Oh, look, they're alive.
His two buddies, the Dragonborn and the other half elf, immediately get up and they're like, "Fucking run!" Hector has got your gold, and she goes, "Just business," and just starts to take off.
Can I guiding bolt him?
Sure.
120 feet.
Oh God! In the middle of
Okay.
town, just
Rolly still has, friend.
20
Incapacitated, so I kind of just
Natural
crouch down to him and
27.
Oh, that hits. Yeah, roll me damage.
to the guy that Rolly has in a chokehold. I just kind of go down there. I'm like, since your friend already paid you and my friend's on top of you, you want to show us an end and not rip us off?
19 points of damage.
This guy's engulfed in radiant flame and drops.
Oh shit!
I walk back over and then I cast Healing Word. But
Fucking
not
killed him,
before
oh
not before I get the gold out of his pocket. And then I'll use a Healing Word. But I'm only doing first level because he's a dick.
Let's see, Rolly's choking someone out. Vera is currently tending and hurting.
I didn't want to kill
In
him.
not
I
that
just
order.
wanted to teach him a lesson.
The Hector, who's currently tried to leave. Savannah,
Alright,
what were
fine.
you doing?
Second level.
Trying to bribe the one that Rolly's choking out to actually get us in, since he got paid for a reason.
Got it. Okay, so all
But
of
out
you
of my
guys.
head, I'm all like, how does Raimi looking at us right now? Like, what the hell just happened?
I was gonna ask who else was sort of maybe with Raimi.
I was next to her.
I'll say since you met. Well, no, you've taken
yeah.
off. You've hit someone.
Hey man,
and left.
guiding bolt's 120 feet. I don't
Yeah,
know
and he
how
started
far.
to run, so she was some distance from you. Savannah, roll me perception. Or actually, roll me an insight check as you look to Raimi and sort of get an insight of what she's thinking.
7 points of healing to Dum Dum.
That's good. That's gonna be 15.
15. She starts furiously writing in her notebook.
And I take the gold out.
Ugh.
We would have tipped you, and I get him up because I heal him. My intent is not to kill, just to prove a point. We would have just tipped you if you would have sent us over there, correctly without the fraud
You're
show.
fucking crazy. I saw the light.
You made 1 gold, and you paid 5 guys 5 gold each.
Guards!
You're stupid. Get up. And I
He grabs, you let go of him, and he starts to book it. The guy, you're still choking. He's like, hey, down the street.
And then
Hey,
Rolly
down the
let him-
street.
Okay.
Rolly,
Right
put
down the
him
street?
down.
As soon as he says 5 gold, like I'll still be mounted on him, but I'll stop choking him, and I'm gonna say, listen, friend. It's not nice to scam people. You could have easily made more gold from us if you would have just led us on our way there with no incident. We could have given you 10 gold, 15 gold, 20 gold. But see, now you've scammed us.
It just always hurts.
You just get a lot of stupid people.
He's sort
in
of
this
trying to get his breath back as he's like, all right, sorry.
I'm gonna get up, but as I'm getting up, I'm gonna smack him in the face, just like a dumbass, you know? Like it's like, get out of here.
The moment you let go, he's like, he's digging into the ground and trying to get away, and you smack him. And he's like, oh fuck.
I'll say the final thing. I'll be like, if you scam us again, you're going to jail.
Speaking
Jail?
of jail, at this point, about
Uh-oh.
5 Revine guards start to make their way. About 3 of them with spears.
Oh,
One of them with a
no.
crossbow, and one kind of looks like a guard, who with a full-on like plate mail, the full thing guarding his face, walks in, puts 2 hands on his hips, and goes, "What's going on here?"
Your lovely
The
tour guide
officer.
tried to scam us for more money, so he got a nice kick in the pants and didn't like it.
We get scammed, but it has consequences. No harm, no foul. Right, guard?
We've gotten reports that you nearly killed a man and got fairly violent at a man who was down.
But they're fine. They took off.
I mean, to be fair, I healed the swift kick in the pants I gave him.
You know, I'm not going to be able to protect y'all. Lifts up the mask, and you see a familiar red-faced tiefling, brown hair, blue eyes, who currently snaps off the thing and takes off the helmet.
Uh-oh.
And there you see Duma, who currently
Nice.
is kind of
course.
leaning and goes, "Really, guys?
I mean, to be fair, the first time we met you, you went flying through a window.
Sure."
This is true.
How are you, buddy? Nice job?
Keeping an eye out, for now. It's the best way to do it, to be honest. And I was always good with a sword.
Not you were. Oh.
Oh, well.
I
I mean, it's good to see you, wielding a sword and being, having your feet planted on the ground versus,
Flying.
windows.
yeah.
Yeah.
Where you
Looks like
guys
you got an
headed?
upgrade.
Yeah. Well, let's just say my employer pulled some strings.
You're not gonna like it
I'm
Where-
not gonna like what?
where we're headed.
You went out. What did you say?
No.
Kinda need to ensure our, no other issues, but yeah.
Guys, go take a walk. Let the boss know that my old party's here. And I'm just gonna connect. We'll exchange it. I'll let everyone know. They kind of lift up their own mask. You sure about that, Duma? Yeah, I'm sure. Go on. Turn around, start to walk away. Where are you guys headed?
Well, for now, I think we want a place to say, by the way, our friend Raimi, Duma Raimi.
Hi. And she kind of just sort of gives a nod. Old friends?
She's our babysitter from the domain.
Excuse me?
You are a babysitter
you
from
are.
the domain. You said yourself you didn't want to be a babysitter, dude.
I know, but I don't want to be introduced that way.
Well,
Listen.
She's
do you want
a
us to lie?
chosen guard from the domain.
I don't want you to lie,
her
but you can
goal is to make sure our
can
character isn't horrible.
does that sound better to you?
There.
Duma kind of laughs a bit, and he's like, I don't think I'm the right person to judge on character.
I mean, you weren't bad. I mean, you did go flying through a window, but to be fair, I think the other guy started it.
Well,
but...
I'm supposed to be judging your characters?
I don't know.
It's a long story.
It's
Listen,
fine.
all that shit we found in the house.
Why don't let's reconnect. Let's go to the White Feather. You can inform me what you're trying to do, and we can catch up. Unless you're on a timetable.
Not really.
Uh,
I mean, yes and no, but I don't think we're all that eager to go to said house.
Yeah.
I mean, why would we be? I don't want to go back.
I got that. Come on. Let me show you. Let's go back to the White Feather. He starts to walk you guys towards the White Feather. Once again, this very large, very popular bar that currently has a line with like a velvet rope that currently curves off to the side around the building itself. There is the elven woman who's sort of this 5'10" white skin elven woman with like a bit of a deep scar along her face and blonde hair, kind of just being the bartender. You guys have met her in the past, but you know, it's been a while. She kind of looks at Duma and goes, walks him in, or leds him in. He sort of motions to you all, and you guys are led in, cut in line, brought inside where numerous of the dwarven women who are currently scantily clad, dressed. There's a couple of dwarven men too who currently do the same service for anyone else who's interested. Kind of work the tables, going from person to person. There's currently a dance stage off in the middle, couples tables around. There's a bar section in the south area, being led by a human man who's currently cleaning a couple glasses, talking to people, going from server to server, giving out drinks. And you are led upstairs, where you remember on the third floor where Duma's home is, his apartment.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
He leads you in, closes the door, starts to take off a lot of the heavy metal plate armor, Subsiege, and puts things down. And he's like, I don't know why Arthan wants me to wear that, but it sells everything, I guess.
So I feel like you're gonna ask us, Raimi. So I feel like, let's just say there's one person that really runs this town, and you don't really get on his bad side. Let's just keep
Pretty
it like
much.
that. And yeah. So his meeting with us, since I value my neck, was very interesting, but he didn't harm us. But he wasn't also a big fan of Lily, so technically we should all be friends.
Well, he's been definitely keeping tabs on you all, for a while. Kind of lost track the moment you went to the domain.
Well, she's no longer his problem.
Who?
Lily.
Oh. Sorry.
Don't apologize. She was an
don't be.
awful bitch.
No, I mean, because you guys had it hard.
Oh.
I remember.
Well, husband's no longer a corpse, by the way. Kind of fixed that problem.
Yeah, now husband is actually her husband.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently she can bring back people from the dead. Who would have thought?
Congratulations. Okay, wow.
Sorry, you've seen a hell of a lot of tears the last time. I figured to tell you at least something got a happy ending.
Yeah, sure.
But, seems like the twins are ever busy.
Who?
The Blake twins. Keep been with
Wait,
Lily.
they're alive? I thought we just read about them.
Nah.
I don't know if they're alive.
I don't know
is the right word
There's
to use.
a version of them out there, and they are very deeply involved in all this, and this is kind of why we're here.
Yeah.
Where are you trying to go?
Back to the manor.
You want to go back inside?
More
Well,
like
not
the
necessarily
grounds.
inside.
Want is a
Loose
strong
word.
word here.
Well, I would advise against it. Heavily.
Oh, no, we know. We don't like being in there, and we already gave our little friend here the heads up of what happened the last time.
Wait. You sound like you advised because of something recent.
Yes.
Why?
Well, after we came back and I got into the Shadow's good graces, we exchanged a few information. He's given me protection and a new job, and in exchange I told him what we found. A lot of necromancy experiments happening within the actual homestead, but we did also turn our attention to the grounds, the surrounding grounds. We sent a party up there to investigate the grounds, the sort of the backyard area of the manor, and they never came back.
Wait, they never came back?
No, we lost a couple of scorpions.
I mean, to be fair, I thought nobody came back before us either.
Yeah, but they should have after us. That means it's...
We all proven that it can be done. That gave a bunch of confidence to Arthur. And...
Do you know what part they went into? Like, did they go into the house? Where'd they go?
They were going into the graveyard.
Ugh.
They were looking for the Golden King's grave.
Mm-hmm.
You mean Maximilian or whatever the hell his name is?
I don't know the specifics. All I know is that I was informed to make sure that nothing else hurt the party as they went up there. Just sort of make sure the space was cleared for them. And they came by, excused me, I left, and they never reported back.
And we're sure they all perished, not just left.
Arthur has hands everywhere, and he was stalking the space pretty well, waiting for them to return. Either they're really good at sneaking, which is a possibility, but some of them weren't, I'll let you know that much. They never came out.
Comforting?
Yeah, so I advise against it.
We still have to go. That doesn't change anything.
Yeah, I mean...
It just makes us less inclined to. But
yeah.
Nevertheless, we still...
Less confident. But...
That.
Okay.
Who and what they're working for is nothing good, and everybody should be worried about it, including Arthur.
He was heavily invested in that space, so if he learns that you guys go in there...
Should we ask first?
Maybe. I mean, you could definitely ask him, but if he's learned that you've gone in there, he's probably going to track you down to see what you found.
I mean, I don't mind talking to him. I just don't think a certain part of us, and she looks towards Raimi, would like the way he did it the last time.
Why? What did he do it last time?
Well, we didn't know who he was. We kind of just all blacked out, and all our stuff was gone, and then we had a conversation.
Can we step back for a moment? Who is Arthur? Who's the Shadows, and who's the Scorpions?
They run the town. It's the
So-
long and short of it.
I'm just gonna throw this out there. I understand you're keeping eyes on us, but because you're from the domain like I'm from the domain, remember we're guests. Everyone may not be so kindly, and corners might have been cut. Or people that we probably shouldn't associate with are probably around. And because you are a guest, they may not be as kind.
To be fair, we weren't trying to associate with him the first time. Just kind of one of those do it or else.
Necessary evil type of things.
Yeah.
Okay, alright.
You got it? I don't want them to kill you or hurt you because you don't know.
I will watch my tongue.
Yeah.
And I will keep quiet and only respond when answered to, especially in front of this person.
And not write in your book, because that looks very suspicious and odd.
Yeah, we don't really have control of what he does.
Like, listen, if you want to write stuff in your notebook, that's fine. Can you not do it while he's actively watching you?
Yeah,
Perhaps,
that
make
probably
it
wouldn't
less,
be good.
Yeah.
you know.
To be
Not
fair,
telling
I
you
don't
not to
even
take
think she's
notes.
gonna have the notebook if he has his way.
Understood. I will keep that in mind. I appreciate
ask.
the.
I mean, he
Heads up.
didn't do anything horribly bad to us. It was more of like a safety precaution, so we didn't, arrow him to the face.
Yeah, but at the same time, the safety precaution is there, and she doesn't know. And what we don't need is a full-on blown fight to happen.
Yeah.
So, just be cool.
Let's
Sure.
just say the enemies of your enemies are your friends. He didn't like Lily up there. He wanted her out of his city because she didn't have a good
How
reputation.
much did this woman do?
I don't know. She made quite a name for herself amongst people you wouldn't associate yourself with and people you would associate yourself with. So,
Jeez.
When we said her reach was deep, and that's part of the reason why we didn't talk.
Got it.
yeah. He didn't like her in his town.
Duma kind of stands up a bit, rolls a shoulder, and goes, do you want to go meet him now?
Yeah. We're not going to get
good.
the flashbang again, are we?
I'll lead you in.
Oh, thank God.
Thank you.
All right, improvements.
Well, I'm making my way up within the community.
Yeah, this was
Hey.
a step up.
He puts down a few of the armor, puts it to the side, brings back his drums, sort of hooks it over his shoulder, kind of happily. And nice to be out of the armor. Walks you guys back down towards the first floor of the White Feather. You guys are led outside of the establishment through the many. You can hear the crowd of people as it currently is nighttime right now. Drunkards singing and laughing with their buddies as one of them sort of throws off on the side. Duma just sort of smiles and goes, "It's home," and leads you guys into the central area where there is a giant bronze tree, sort of almost like a statue. He turns to you all and goes,
Don't we just knock?
"Do you remember the amount?"
3?
No.
Oh, no, well, Amber does somewhere in her book.
It's
But
fine.
Vera doesn't remember.
He knocks a series of times, stops, knocks again, stops, he knocks once more, a few times, and he goes, "Close your eyes."
Oh, yeah. You may want to close your eyes.
Everyone shuts their eyes, and even with your eyes closed, you can still feel the white flash happening, and you are led outside of this giant. You find yourself in a hallway. By the way, what's going on, BK? You find yourselves in a hallway, a white, clean hallway with arcane lights on the top and bottom near the edges. There is a giant red wooden door in front of you. Duma, all right, knocks on it. "Yeah, come in." He's home. Opens the door, and you are led into a circular room, very familiar as you guys see yourself with numerous glass casings of magical items that are currently floating in midair along shelving units and books. As far as you can see, a giant chandelier hangs above, and further back is a very heavy desk where you see two small feet currently almost like kicked up as you see Arthur the Shadow being guarded from left to right by these two hulking Goliath guards. Kind of leads you in. He kind of gives an eyebrow, closes the book he's reading, puts it down. Well, well, well. Look who it is! My favorite survivors. Go on, take a seat.
I slowly
It's an interesting name for us.
sit.
Well, you're the only ones to survive.
Yeah, we heard.
Oh, kind of looks to Duma. You've been tattletaling. Not everything, just
Just that
They're-
it didn't go that great.
yeah. catching up. Well, catch up on your own time. Don't talk about my business. Right.
Well,
I mean, it was
kind
a
of
good
involved
warning.
you. Yeah.
I didn't ask for any of your opinion.
No one.
Who's your friend?
This is Raimi. She's chosen from the domain.
A chosen! Wow. Some good friends you have here. Well, what brings you to my home?
We know
It's kind of
better.
It's a courtesy visit.
Oh.
We have to go back to the manor.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now, why would you ever want to do that?
Well, the first time you sent us, you wanted intel on Lily. Well, she's dead now, but she left a nasty trail, and it revolves around that manor.
Stop. Lily Underwood is dead?
Yeah. I.e., why we have the new domain chosen with
Stop. That's all I want to hear right now.
You can thank Summer's Fury over there.
I
for that
want to
one.
enjoy this for a moment. You see, once again, I think he was a halfling, right?
Yeah, he's a
Halfling.
halfling. He's little.
Brown hair, wavy, sort of the beard and mustache combo. He just sort of starts to stroke it, and just excited face, bit of almost like wild intent.
Told you no one liked her.
Ah, they did it. Bring it in. Do you see one of the Goliaths go? They didn't even know about. Do you think I fucking care? You bring it in right now. Sure, boss. And he starts to walk out. He brings in a small chest, drops it at your feet.
Thank
Payment
you?
for a good service.
Ooh,
Oh.
okay.
Now again, why are you going up? You want to what?
We have some unfortunate business
Unfinished.
to continue with, so unfinished business.
Really? What are you trying to do?
We need to at least take a look at the grounds. Let's just say she left some unfinished business with the Blakes. We need to take a look.
Tell me more.
We don't know more, which is why we have to go.
Let's
Roll me a
just-
deception check.
Oh, I was gonna say I would tell the truth. I was gonna say let's just say the twins or around.
No, you guys definitely know more.
Actually, that must work out. 17.
Please. Don't bullshit a bullshitter. What are you really after?
She was fucking around with those twins in there, and they're still fucking around with bigger things. So we want to see what they're up to.
I don't want to talk to you right now. Kind of looks to you, Vera. You've been feeding me fucking lies, half-troops, since you've gotten here. You, on the other hand, points to you, Savannah. I can see it.
Is this about the treasure?
What do you know about it?
I know enough.
What are you after? The whole entire gold?
I don't know what you want me to say. I can take it. Take the gold, sure. What I'm gonna do with it?
What else do
We
you
still-
know about the treasure?
Um,
What are you after?
Now or never.
the vow.
You see immediately his face kind of confusion and a bit softens. What? Wait. You're after a what?
A
Vial? Oh, why didn't you just say so? Sure. Why did you have to make it so difficult?
Because I don't like telling all my business, just like you don't.
Oh, that's a shame. Because it's my business to know yours.
And what is that supposed to mean?
It means I don't do anything until I know exactly what you're after. Either it's you or the others I work with. I have a question to ask of you all. You're headed into the Blake's land, looking for a vial. Would you mind picking me up something?
Well, it's not a dead something.
No, not a dead something.
Is it going to kill us?
I don't know. But regardless, I want it.
What's that?
Within the graveyard of the Blake's Manor lies a crypt. Maximilian Blake, also known as the Golden King. I want you to go in there and find me a crown. A specific crown.
I'm
You'll know when you see it.
Yeah.
That's all I ask. You'll be paid as accordance. I am a businessman.
Is there something we should know about it or know not to do with it? Besides, take it?
I'll be quite honest, and for the first time ever, I only know of its existence. I simply wanted to look at it, appreciate it, and keep it for my collection. Whatever else you find, a vial, gold, I don't give a shit. I want that crown.
Alright.
Duma kind of goes, wait, boss, is that... Shut the fuck up, Duma. Go upstairs, wait for orders. Good job. You brought me people who can actually do this now.
So a mage hand it. Got it. Not the
Just the crown?
Just the crown. Well, it was lovely seeing you all. Please take your reward for killing that bitch.
Feel like lifting, big boy. Look at Rolly.
Am I the mule here?
I mean, I can help, but
Fine.
You guys grab onto, or at least Rolly, you grab onto both handles of the chest, and immediately all four of you, minus Duma, are teleported outside. You start to drop out of the tree branches, landing on your backside, the gold chest on your stomach, and you can go through it. Essentially, what you have here is about 5,000 gold.
damn.
What a payday.
I mean, gay for the payday. That was annoying.
Well, I figured we didn't want somebody else up our ass, but I mean, he was never a pleasant man.
I mean, if we're, and I'm gonna say this kind of like trying not to get Raimi's attention.
Sure.
But I'm gonna say, like, you know, if we're trying to look like decent, upstanding folks, don't think this is the way.
I mean, we're in a town with not decent, upstanding folks. We had no chance.
Yeah, the first time we didn't want to interact with him, and that forcibly got changed, so...
I'll say she hasn't heard this, but Raimi does sort of pick herself up and goes, all right, does anyone want to explain what we're doing? What
now we're doing some treasure hunting on top of our investigation.
All right. And you get a sense of, like, almost defeat in her face where she's like, right.
Remember, friends of our friends are friends of our enemies. Enemies of our enemies is our friend.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
He fucking hated Lily. Listen, there wasn't many people that liked her. I don't even think I know one.
Let me an insight check, Vera.
Plus 8. 22.
22. The moment you say, like, oh, because of Lily, you know, like, a lot of people hated her, there is, like, an immediacy, like almost, like, lost in thought of, like, how can this one person piss off so many people? And a bit of understanding starts to wash through her face as she's like, even whoever this obvious criminal was, who is clearly powerful, hated this person. I'll say with your role, there definitely is a spark of understanding, but it's barely a spark right now. So even though it's not progressing as fast as like Rolly have said, like, you know, has said to you all, he's probably we're not looking good in her eyes.
We're like this.
If this was good and bad, you're like this.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I put the split amount in the chat. Well,
saw it.
our host chat.
Yeah. But let's just say that you guys can go rest up if you want at the White Feather, or just down the street is the Steel Step.
I think we'll go to the White Feather. Vera needs a drink.
Perfect. You guys go back to the White Feather. The bartender doesn't see Duma with you, but definitely does remember you all, and doesn't want to, more likely, anger the ones who are friends with the person who works for the owner. Lets you all in, like almost like I know the owner type of thing. You kind of go in. You find a seat. Drinks are given to you all. A couple of the waitresses who are this, like a half-orc woman and a human girl kind of walk in. We're like, can I get you all anything?
A bottle of mead should be fine.
You got it. Kind of turns around and walks away.
I think they remember you from the last time, Rolly.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Doesn't take too long until you guys get your drinks. But if there's nothing else you guys would like to do this evening, you can take a long rest if you wish.
I think Vera just tells Raimi, like, sorry.
Oh, there's one thing that's happening around you guys that might be of interest. Within the White Feather, there are numerous tables of people screaming and yelling of joyfulness. We'll go one by one of what you guys see here. So first of all, you see that there are 2 games going on right now. One table looks like there are like almost constructed rows from one end of the table to the other, and there's like almost a crowd of people cheering, coins being passed and gambled, and you get a small glimpse of several multi-painted lizards who are currently starting to skitter from one end to the other, and you hear one person go, "And number 5 wins!" And one guy goes, "Fuck yeah!" And he gets a bunch of coin, and he's like, fucking number 5 is the fucking best. There's another table where you see that multiple people currently have cards open. Split the pot. Perfect. They quietly start to gamble away. If you guys wish to gamble, there are some games to play.
I'll just look at Raimi and ask her if she wants to play. I don't know if that's your thing. Just
I'll be interested.
Nah, why not? One round won't kill me.
Where would you guys like to
Famous
go?
last words.
yeah.
There are 2 games being played right now. There is the Lizard Run, and there is the Run the Gambit game.
Lizard.
Let's start with the lizard one.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and get a calculator real quick.
How do said games work?
So I would like you guys to know that right now it is a 10 to 30 gold buy-in for a round.
Right.
So let me know what you are betting.
I'll put in 10 for me and 10 for Raimi.
All right, 10 for
It's like
Vera,
technically goaded
10
her
for
into
Raimi.
play.
So you said 10 to 30 buy-in?
Yes, 10 to 30.
Go big or go home. Throwing in 30.
30.
I concur.
30 for Rolly. All right, so everyone has started to put into a pot. I'll go ahead and say that there's player 1, 2, 3, 4, player 1, and then player 2. And they're going to put in 20 and 20. So, I would like all of you to choose a number between 1 and 6. The only thing is you have to pick a separate number.
2.
5.
All right, so Vera's got 2. Savannah's got 5. Rolly.
3.
3. Player 1's going to get a 1. Player 2 is going to get a 4. And Raimi will get the 6. So, the man currently running the game goes, all right, we've got all of our lizards have been chosen now. Bets have been placed. Let the game begin. He lifts up the cardboard blockage that was currently blocking a lot of the lizards, and they're currently just going unsure of where to go. I would like all of us to roll a d6.
1.
So don't tell me yet.
Oh,
because
sorry.
I gotta
Tally.
tally up. Okay, and got it. All right, so Vera, would you roll?
A 1.
A 1. Rolly, would you roll?
A 4.
A 4. And Savannah, would you roll?
A 5.
A 5. The lizard number 2 moves up 2 spaces. There are currently 5 spaces. So it moves a bit closer to the end. It's like moving up. Lizard number 6 moves up 1 space. Let's see here. Lizard number 4 moves up 1 space, and lizard number 5 moves up 1 space. All right, that's round 1. Let's go and roll again. Another d6. Don't tell me yet. I gotta go and tally 3 people. Okay, and oh no. Okay, what did you get, Vera?
6.
6. Rolly.
Once again, 4.
4. Savannah.
2.
2. Well, I'll tell you right now. Right now, what you guys see is currently number 2, a big painted purple lizard goes moves about 2 spaces. Number 6 and 5 and 1 and 2 rush as well. Sorry, 4 move up a little bit. Number 3, the one that you picked, Rolly, currently is just sort of licking its eye, and it's not really moving anywhere.
Can I throw something at it?
Did Steve freeze?
I think Steve froze.
Wait, what?
He's
No.
like so excited.
No!
Steve is his lizard right now.
Yeah,
Hold on. I'm coming back.
I looked at your screen. I was like, is he just frozen for me?
All right, we'll wait for that to boot up.
There
There
we
we go.
That's never happened before, I swear.
Lizard number 4 has jumped from space 1 to space 4.
Oh.
Yeah. Lizard number 3, finally, Rolly, moves up a bit. It actually goes to space 1. It goes up a little bit. Let's see. Lizard number 6 has gone to space 2. And let's see. Lizard number 2, Vera, yours has gone to space 3.
Yeah.
And you hear the MC go, oh my god! From behind, Lizard 4 is making its way closer to the end. It's only 1 space away! So everyone roll me another round of d6s. Okay.
Don't steal my dice, kid.
Which kid?
Luke.
No.
Vera,
No.
would you roll?
2.
2. Rolly.
A 5.
A 5. And Savannah.
He turns
4.
around and looks at you.
4. So right away, Rolly, your lizard goes up 1 more space. It's right now out of 2 out of 5. It's right there staying. Raimi's goes up 2 more spaces. It's currently on space 4, 1 away from winning. Vera, yours, it does go up 1 more. It's on space 4 as well. It's 1 away. Savannah, yours goes up from 1 to 2. And ironically enough, number 1 is just sort of staying there. It's not really moving anywhere from its current space.
Licking his
However, player number 2, there was a 4 that rolled. It reaches the last finish line, and you hear, and the winner is Lizard 5. I'm sorry, 4. People start to
He said
cheer.
5.
The guy gets excited, clears out the money. Unfortunately, guys, you have lost your money.
Well, I'm glad I only bet 10.
That's no fun though.
It is if you would.
It's the rush, man.
I need it.
I love this game, by the way.
What's the other game?
The other game,
Run like-
it is the Gambit's Run, or Run the Gambit.
I'll try that one.
The buy-in is however much you want, so there is no cap or minimum to put in. I'll go and
Do
tell
we
you.
hear other bets that's going on around us?
Yeah, there's people betting in 15 gold, 5 gold. There's one person who put in 100, and people are like, "Oh shit, big spender." I'll let you guys know how the rules are played. What you do is you roll 2d6, and if you get a total of 7 or 12, you win. You may run the gambit and roll another d6 with another buy-in. You have to put in the same amount that you just put in, and you may use that additional d6 to either minus or plus from your previous total.
So you have to hit 7 or 12.
Correct.
7 or 12. See, these are those type of gambling games I typically don't like, but sure, I'll throw in 30 again.
All right, Savannah's going in 30 again.
I'll do 20. But can I get the extra dice? Or how does that work?
No. So first you roll 2d6, and then you do another 20
Oh, got you.
to run the gambit.
Yeah, I'll do 20 then.
Rolly, are you gonna participate?
100.
100. The person who's currently running the desk goes, "Oh my goodness, sir! Can we get a drink for this man, please?"
Hey, I got a drink out of it too.
Yeah, one of the ladies goes, "Of course, anything," and starts to walk away. She brings you this brightly colored drink, heavy alcohol, and it's like, "For you, dear." Desert Clam, thank you so much for following.
Thank you.
Yay!
Much appreciated. We are another notch away from our 500 follower goal.
Yay!
Thank you. So, with all bets in, I would like you all to roll me 2d6. So I'm going to go ahead and ask the room right now, did anyone get a 12 or a 7? Vera, you got a 12?
I got 7.
Oh, you got a 7. So, Rolly and Savannah, did you guys get a 12 or a 7? No? Would you like to run the gambit?
I will run the gambit.
So,
Yes!
Savannah, that's going to be another 30 gold.
Oh, damn. Alright, screw it.
And now you roll another d6.
That hits me at 12.
You got a 12. There you
I got
go.
a 12.
Rolly, would you like to run the gambit? All right, that'll be another 100.
All right, and I need a 3. It's a 4.
Rolly, unfortunately, you lose your 200. Vera, you make double what you put in, so you get not only your 20 back, but you make an extra 20 gold. Savannah, you get 60 gold. You get your initial 60 gold, and you get an additional 60 gold back.
Yay.
You hear "ooh" as Rolly, you let loose the one last die, unfortunately not landing on the number you needed, and the guy goes, "I'm sorry, buddy," and he starts to slide the coin away and bring it to the house.
200.
You want to go again?
Vera's gonna step away.
All
and just
right,
watch
we've
this
got
now.
another big spender, 200.
I was gonna throw in again, but I'm not gonna throw in as much. I'm gonna throw in a 20.
Okay, Savannah with a 20. Rolly with 200. Vera, you're participating. You're gonna sit
I'm
this one
just
out?
watching now.
Okay, here we go. So what's happening right now is that, Rolly, as you start to put in 200 gold, now you have about 3 girls on you. A couple of the waitresses who are like, "Oh my god, really?"
Oh god.
And you
I
are
just kind of eye him, just looking like,
Oh, I give Savannah the oh god look.
you are brought drinks. It's we've had a friend who did this once where he tipped a waitress $100, and he said, don't let my
Beer sweat.
beer sweat." That's what's happening right now, is that there's not even time for your drink to have condensation, where you are swapped out to a fresh new drink every time.
actually, me seeing that, I just take one of his drinks without him looking.
Right, roll me sleight of hand.
I'll be right back. Oh, I don't have a mic now. Woohoo.
Yeah, look at that.
I can get up.
19.
19. That's way past Rolly's passive perception. Quickly grabbing it, putting it back, and the ladies don't even see it. Immediately, it is switched out for a new drink. You just had a free drink. Rolly, Savannah, roll me 2d6.
Okay.
6.
9.
6 and 9. Would you guys like to run the gambit?
Yes.
That's another
Let's go.
200. Savannah, that's another 20.
Yep. Nope.
Savannah, you lose 40 gold.
I still won some, so I'm good.
All right, here we go.
What are you looking for?
Either a 1 or a 6.
Okay, here we go.
Oh shit! Oh, we're gonna
I'm
reroll
like,
that
you
one.
want my one?
Slipped off a desk. Rip.
I mean, Savannah, would you like to try to maybe force a roll?
5.
Go on.
I mean, you're a sleight of hand character. You can definitely try.
Not in this town, and I'm not about to get stabbed for this.
Definitely playing it smart. Would you roll, Rolly?
I rolled a 5.
Everyone, oh, damn! The guy grabs your pile of coins. I'm so sorry, buddy. But hey, enjoy those free drinks. You're gonna go ahead and get a free. We're gonna go ahead and comp you for that as well, for the amount of you've been gambling here. Also, if you haven't paid for a room, go ahead and let the bartender know that I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna comp you a room.
Alrighty.
And because of Rolly's massive gambling, you guys get free drinks for the rest of the night and free food.
Yay!
All right.
Hey.
I'd like to play one more round, but I don't want to take up the time. So can I just roll like a d20 and see if I won or not?
No, roll me 2d6. Well,
Oh, okay,
first,
sweet.
how much are you?
In the
how much-
meantime, I'm not playing. I'm just trying to shoo the women off of Rolly. I'm like, he is spoken for. Excuse you.
Fine, all right. Fine.
I'm going 6.
You're betting in. Well, how much are you betting?
600.
Gold. Oh
Wait,
shit!
You're betting away everything we just got, aren't you?
Hey, if I win, man.
Okay, you're
I
betting
mean, you're not
600.
wrong.
Roll 2d6.
All right.
Here we go.
7.
7. Immediately the crowd goes, "Oh fucking shit!" Everyone starts to fucking go wild. The guy goes, "It had to happen. It had to happen." He brings out about because he's taken your 600 for the bet, and now has started to put everything into bags. He gives you 6 bags of 200 each, equaling to 1,200.
I can't believe you actually pulled that off.
Savannah, you were working overtime because now everyone's like, "Oh shit, he had 600 on him," and a bunch of ladies are like, would you like any company tonight?" Stop it.
All right, I'm playing
All
the
right,
gun.
shoot.
Oh, honey, yeah. Hi, oh, honey, you did such a good job.
Immediately there's like a disappointment, like, "We lost a whale. Turn around."
And then I look at Savannah like, what are you doing?
Shut up,
Saving
Rolly.
you some money.
I just made it all back.
No,
Did you make it all
Rolly, I'm saving you some money.
Yeah, we're saving you some
Rolly,
money.
did you make it all back?
I did.
Oh my
I'm looking at Savannah. I'm like, you never saved me anything. I don't trust. I don't believe
And I'm
you.
saving you from disease. How about that?
He's got a history with it.
Fair.
Yeah, I don't feel like removing another one.
So you guys definitely enjoy the rest of your night due to Rolly's massive gambling and luck. You guys are able to drink free for the rest of the night, as well as some free food, and you got comped not only a room but a suite. As you are led into a large room with multiple beds, you see that it actually has a balcony that is currently looking out towards the vineries. So not the inner city section where it is a lot of cramped rooms and bars and people throwing up on the floor, but you are looking outwards towards probably the nicest space of Revine, which is of course the grape farms, the vineries there. And everything is white linen, clean and crisp and clear. Yeah, nice suite. and you can have a long rest.
Yay.
Yeah.
Long rest is had. You guys wake up with a knock at the door as food, as a meal service is provided you with some breakfast and coffee. You see one of the halfling men who are there is like, good morning. Is there anything you'd like me to do? Any grocery shopping? Any type of runs you need me to make? I will do it. A facility will go ahead and provide.
He likes his coffee Irish.
Understood. We'll go ahead and you can see below on the cart there that there's a bottle of alcohol for you. Inhuman666, thank you so much for following. We are getting closer to that 500 follower goal at the end of February. Please help us do so, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much for following. Hopefully you enjoy the story.
Make French toast, please.
French toast, I'll let the chefs know right away.
Oh, waffles.
Waffles, understood. Any other orders?
Raimi, you want something?
Yeah, I'll take a French toast as well. Excellent. Absolutely excellent. I'll be right back. Quickly. Leaves. After coming back with your food, everything is excellent, top of the line, definitely trying to cater to the VIPs here. You guys have the rest of the morning and day to yourselves.
Yeah.
Really with the gambling. Nice.
I think I did the math in the host channel. Let me know if I'm correct.
That's what your bonus and losses, but you double it.
Well, everything is doubled. The last one, I just took the original 600 I put in. So basically, I
it should
think
be 1200.
You should have got 1200.
yeah. So the 600 was the original that I covered, right, for the losses, and then the extra 600 is the win.
Yeah.
Did I do it right?
Yeah, you doubled what you put in, so it should be 1200.
Yeah, you covered. You did it. Look at that.
Recklessness for the win.
Yeah.
I gamble with. I do. What's the barbarian thing? I reckless attack. I reckless gamble.
I reckless gamble. Yes.
But you guys have the morning. I'm assuming you guys are starting to head your way northwards, or is anything else you'd like to cover within the city of Revine?
I think Vera's just trying to draw like a map of the manor, like from what she remembers.
Okay.
Why didn't you just take the map?
We didn't have a map. Duma was our guide last time, and I don't
Rolls
think I'm
out
gonna
map.
pull out that map with you know who here.
It's out in the open at this point, so Rose out map.
Well, what's of the crypt? No, not the actual grounds.
I mean, you know where the banner is. You
Yeah.
don't really have like a detailed description or map of the actual grounds.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I think the map is of the crypt itself, not the
Yeah.
grounds.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, you mean that map? Yeah, that
Yeah.
map
Yeah.
leads you to the Blake's Manor. It doesn't have. It's not. It's like essentially like the map of Mostead.
Oh, yeah, but not of the grounds. Never
Not
mind,
of the
scratch
grounds.
that.
Yeah. So essentially, it's almost like a map of the Sildon Kingdom, and it just has like a red line that leads to an X.
Okay.
Why do I feel like we had something else that was more detailed? Anyways.
Our cat's trying to break into the closet, but Mike put a child lock on it.
I did.
And he's
Damn.
He's having a shit fit right now.
Oh,
Well,
poor
anyways.
fur baby.
Yeah. He's like, let me in. Help! Let me in. I want in the closet.
Is that still Luke?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel your pain, Luke.
Well, I'm assuming you guys can make your way towards the Blake Manor.
Yeah, I guess we should get an early start.
All
Oh,
right.
hold on. Let me switch up my spells on.
Okay, go ahead and switch out your spells. It doesn't take long to get to the Blake Manor, as you guys know exactly where to go. You see old campsites and sections that you passed by way back in the day, where Troop 12 used to camp out here. You finally make your way towards, once again, the tree line starts to give away. You look out into the horizon, you see, leaving the forest, the familiar hilltop, going up, 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 leading to a large wooden manor, guarded by crumbling brick walls and a black gate metal that is currently open up right now. Several dead trees fill the space as you start to walk closer. The crunching of dead grass underneath your footsteps sounds across the way. Raimi, definitely behind you all, goes, "This is the manor?"
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't touch too many things if I were you.
Sure. There.
Just keep your hands to yourself.
Is that a joke?
No.
Well, it's Rolly. He's not always like. Sometimes he's funny and sometimes he just forgets. So.
He's a simple farm boy.
Okay. All right. The entire front yard, sort of the inner, in front of the manor itself, but not outside of the gates, is almost caked in rot. As you can see, multiple bodies, the cultists way back in the day that were never cleared out, currently are almost just decomposing due to the elements outside. A lot of like bone is left as well as cloths. Definitely signs of a struggle in battle.
Can I do something before we get like further in there?
You may.
Now I don't have the jewel encrusted thing, but can I do Hero's Feast and minus 1,000 gold? So
Absolutely. You can say that you bought some. You can find something 1,000 gaudy looking bowl within the city of Revine.
I'm like, I'll spend the money, but I was gonna do Hero's Feast on us. I mean, we get like a second lunch, I guess, because it takes like an hour to consume it, but then you get the abilities for 24 hours.
Sure.
But
We'll say that you have it outside of this rot.
Yeah, I don't want to go in there and have it like before we get in the gate or something.
All right. What is the? I think it's the first time you've cast this spell.
Oh yeah.
So what does it look like when Vera you cast Hero's Feast?
Probably looks like a golden picnic, but
Oh, that's actually really cute. You reach onto the symbol of Palor,
but
and
like a really big picnic because the Hero's Feast is a lot of food.
A light shines down into a patch of the grass, currently a bit of a ways away from the actual manor, and a white and gold blanket covers a large portion of the space as Vera instinctually sits down, taps a bit on the blanket itself, and a bit of the light and structure starts to make different picnic baskets and plates and food. What do you have here for food?
Oh, I know one thing for Rolly. She has like a shit ton of owlbear wings. And then she has like the fried kraken that he never got to eat.
Whoa! Nice.
And I know Savannah likes tea, but I don't know what she really likes to eat. She eats everything. Mm-hmm. So like if she has a favorite dish, then like I'll just ask her what her favorite dish is and then like make sure there's a lot of it. So I'll just like ask Rolly, I know, because he just tells us everything. But yeah.
I don't.
The food starts to apparate. Just different, like all the specifics you got for Rolly, but then there's like just food you could find, you know, like grains,
like if there's something
sides.
Specifically from the domain she likes, or like the desserts.
I'm gonna say fish stew.
Oh yeah, and also those bread bowls.
Oh yeah, gumbo bread bowls. I'm hungry. But yeah, all this starts to apparate in front of you guys, and it does take an hour to eat.
Before we eat, I'd like to say, Vera.
What'd I do?
You compensating for something here?
Oh no, I'm not really compensating. I'm helping you not die. You're welcome.
No. I mean, owlbear, kraken.
Well, those are the two things you couldn't eat.
That's.
That's not really
Thank
compensation.
you,
It just feels bad that you couldn't eat it.
Stop stopping me from eating food.
Alright, go ahead.
Simple
Vera,
fix.
Roll me 2d10s.
Yeah, that's what I was getting right now. Hope they're good. Be good. Well, they're not bad. 17, a 10, and a 7.
God damn.
So we gain. They're not temp HP.
Your max HP goes up by 17.
Dang. Good job, Dice. You didn't screw me.
Yeah, so that is in effect for 24 hours. You also have advantage on wisdom saving throws, and you're immune to fear.
And poison, I think.
And poison.
Yay for not being fearful or poisoned.
I put it in our chat.
Perfect.
Yeah, it says that you're actually cured of all diseases and poison, comes to immune to poison and frighten, and you make all wisdom saves with advantage. You know, because we're going into the creepy place.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. I will take your blessing as I just devour this owlbear steak.
How's the Kraken taste? I don't even know what the hell that tastes like. That was just something I asked for.
It tastes kind of chewy.
Yeah. Like squid.
Actually really good. Mmm.
I'll take a bite. It is chewy. Not bad.
There's
Kinda
also
salty.
like those fried lizard things. That's the one that Savannah liked. She liked the crispy lizard.
He's like, try this. It tastes just like from the domain. The stew.
I eat a little bit of everything, I think, but nowhere near what Roller's eating.
You notice that Raimi is loving the owlbear.
Huh. I would have never guessed.
Oh, it's really well made.
Should be. It's a bitch of a spell to do.
Well, you guys...
I mean, in our travels, we only encountered it in one place, and that was in the domain, so...
It's true. You guys can continue your search of the grounds of the Blake Manor. What I'd like you all to do is just roll me an investigation check.
Oh, I got advantage because I had the Eyes of Minute scene.
You do.
So it's gonna be 21.
Woo!
Yeah, I'm too caught up with the Kraken and owlbear. I rolled a 2.
You've got the itis.
I
You're
got
like, oh,
Papa bless.
wow.
Papa bless, thank you. That's all I've ever wanted to have. Yes.
I'm like, the timing of this, but I guess.
Well,
Hey,
I mean,
man,
if
them's good eating.
he's gonna be running and punching things, he needs to eat.
Gotta fuel the tank.
Yeah.
Vera, what'd you
Valid
get?
points.
17.
17. Savannah, quickly, as you start to make your way around the entire manor itself, the large structure takes you a bit to actually circle around. A lot of the grounds now have the remains of what looks like to be a garden. Planters now dead, frozen, and just dried out into twigs and brush. Starting to go around. You can get this eerie sense just being so close to the manor itself where you hear poof, a hand against the window and you kind of startle back knowing what could be in there, but not actually going inside the manor itself. Slowly you start to make your way, I'll say on the left hand side. You see that there is a now long, no longer cared for, now overgrown hedge maze that was far in the back. That you could, honestly, a lot of it has been either fallen due to disrepair or overgrown due to some of the vines and green just going wild. There is no caretakers. There is a fresh marble seating space closer to the manor's backyard or back door. It's currently weathered away. You can see cracks and signs of water damage, as well as just sort of the elements outside. But right behind that, further back, you do see a long stretched open grass space with numerous headstones and tombstones, as well as stone structures made of crypts. And you guys will have a chance to investigate this area when we come back from break. So we're gonna take a quick 10-minute break, everyone. We'll see you guys in 10. Hey everyone, we are back. Sorry, you will notice that both me and Amber are going to be chewing for a bit, but we're back!
I got pineapple here.
I chew away from the mic, so hopefully it doesn't pick it up.
Well, we're going to go and continue on with the story. Stop cheering. Stop it. So we are going to go and reconvene with our players as you guys are currently creeping behind the back area, the backyard of the Blake Manor right now. Dead trees and shrubbery around you, the caw of a raven off in the distance, the rush of a cool wind brushes against your face as you find yourself standing in front of what looks like to be a large mass family graveyard. You can see different names, some of them slightly illegible due to the weather-worn space it's currently in. Something Blake here. Hard to read. But you guys are currently looking for a particular crypt. So if you'd like, all of you can either roll me a perception or investigation check as you start to walk through the actual graveyard.
Do I have to roll another investigation, or can I keep the one I had?
You may keep the one you have.
I had a 17. I think if we're on the way to the crypt, I'm probably looking for the twins' headstones.
I will say I'm looking for, I don't know, freshly moved dirt or something that might have recently been disturbed.
You got it.
All investigation checks, right?
Mm-hmm. Investigation
Well,
or perception?
Investigation or perception?
I'd like
Up
to
to
do
you.
perception. If that's possible.
You got it.
Hey! And I would like to... let's see.
Now I know why Brendan Lee Mulligan doesn't eat entire food during the show. He only eats nuts.
Well, he tried to eat a sandwich, and then they asked him a question, who was like,
Okay, so my perception is a 10.
10. Rolly, you are making... You see different names on a couple of headstones. Melissa Blake. Hagar Blake. Stephanie Blake. Crom Blake. Persephone Blake. All these small coffins and burial sites that currently are catching your eyes. You start to walk through. You are crushing bits of old rotten roots that have been sort of weaving their ways through this untamed land. Savannah and Vera, Savannah leading the charge, you do notice that there is a particular stone crypt about, I would say, northeast of the section. And as you start to get closer, it is a circular crypt with a stone doorway that currently is open, with a lock that is currently busted and fallen to the ground, and on the top it does say Maximilian.
I think we found our guy.
I'll walk up to the doorway, but not walk through it.
Okay.
Is there tracks?
Roll your survival check.
Alright. I don't really roll survival checks.
I mean, I can do it. I'm proficient in survival.
Oh, I never roll bad. One sec. I gotta see what the hell my modifier is, because I don't roll at that. Oh, 21.
21.
That's bad.
Well, no, I didn't know I didn't think it was that great. I have a +4 mod.
You find 4 sets of footprints leading into the crypt, and then you find one separate footprint leaving it.
I don't think Arthur looked too well. I just pointed him out to the rest of the group. Somebody left.
Sunset left. I thought they said...
They said they tracked it, but Duma did mention people could be sneaky. Obviously, they didn't track it well enough.
Can I ask questions in regards to the tracks?
Yeah. Vera has pointed them out at this point.
Okay. Are they all different sizes, or they are about the same size?
Rolly, I'll say, being a man of your skill set and the fact that you are fairly proficient with survival, you get a sense, as now that you can actually see it, that 2 sets of the tracks are smaller. Not of like a small, like a halfling or no, but more like a human of sort of a normal stature, not of your large size. And then there are 2 tracks of large individuals. The one track that left, that seems like it has escaped, was one of the smaller folks.
Interesting. Okay. Looking at the tracks, can I confirm if they are like the same actual footprint, or are they like different? Is there anything unique about the prints that are there that I can identify and say, okay, this was person A, this was person B, this was person C, this was person D, something like that?
Yeah. You get a sense that persons A, B, C, and D walked into the crypt, and only person A left. So you get a sense that person A both went in there and left.
And A was the smaller track, right?
A was one of the smaller ones.
Roger. Okay. So, final question. You said they look like human size, like regular human?
Humanoid, yeah.
Humanoid. Okay. Do they look like they're barefoot, or like are they
booted.
wearing something? Booted. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So at least we don't have to worry about a scary monster coming out. But yeah, it looks like somebody has most definitely escaped this crypt.
Mm-hmm.
Either that or monsters now wear boots.
My thing
Boobies.
is, like, if Arthur was so invested in this, you think they'd at least come on the grounds. I know everybody's scared shitless, but I mean, how else are you gonna check?
Unless the person he sent the check was scared shitless, so they didn't care.
Probably. I have a feeling that when we tell him, I'm probably gonna ask if it was Duma, and then if it wasn't, then I'll tell him.
Oh, I don't think Duma's feet are that small.
Well, I mean, if he was sent in to scope it out after they,
After they did their thingy. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want him to get in trouble. Now, if it's somebody I don't know, well then, they didn't do their job.
Right now, I'm trying to decide if I want to manually check for tracks or make Felix do it.
Maybe manually, given our prone, but that's just me.
I'll say this much, Savannah, as you're currently standing outside of the door, it currently opened up to a certain point. You can peer inside, and you see that the walkway, stone clean, goes off for about 5 feet, and then slowly starts to arch downwards. And even the ceiling itself, internally, goes down to a point where you can't see beyond sort of the dip. What's going on, Brain Tech?
Is it dark? Like it's all darked out?
It is darked out.
May need your orb, Broly.
All right. I'll go digging through my pack. Here it is. All right. Boom.
And we just send the orb down first.
I think it has to rotate around him.
The drift globe does rotate around.
Oh, it rotates.
Yeah. Roll me a perception check, Savannah, as you currently stand outside looking in.
That's going to be 18.
18. You notice, and you actually smell it. It's old now, but you can definitely smell burnt oil.
Like
candle.
a lanyard?
Like a lantern.
Oh, candle. Okay.
Yeah, like a lantern. And you start to look around towards the edges. So the way the actual structure inside is built, and what you can see from this particular point, is that it is a flat surface that goes down. The ceiling follows as well. The walls, however, protrude outwards just a little bit. You can see from the edges from the entrance that there are 2 hanging lanterns. One of them has dropped. BrainTech has given a +2 to the next roll.
Thank you.
We'll say it's to the party.
Thank you, Brainy.
So the next roll, remind yourself that next person who rolls gets a +2. One of the lanterns has fallen, the other one is still hanging, and within the indentation there is some sort of liquid. And the more you smell it, especially with your keen senses, it smells like whatever is connected to this lantern is connected to this oil.
I would have a tinderbox on me, like the thing that starts a spark.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna go ahead and light the lanyard.
You light the lantern using the tinderbox. You actually have to go inside a little bit just to light it.
I'll do it.
You step inside, doors open a little bit more. The lantern box is lit, and the sides of the hallway light up as well, causing a soft illumination. Now you are no longer blinded, and there is light and color as the water or this oil leads further down, lighting the entire pathway.
I guess, are we going?
Do I see anything further down?
It goes down, I will say, about past your now given 60-foot range of view.
Oh, man. I'm blind, can't see.
That's why I turned on the lights.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, it's only one way to go.
Just keep an eye out. Don't touch anything if you don't know what it is.
Your footsteps echo as you continue going downwards, and after a few minutes of walking, the smooth stone walls start to protrude outwards as a few golden plaques almost surround your space. You're almost like an entranceway. Before the room itself, it's almost like, so it began small, started to protrude outwards, and then became even bigger. The small plaques on the protrusions first. So we'll go and describe that first. As you look around, you see some of the plaques, there is something written on it, but some of them have been torn and broken apart. The only thing you see is that there is a title, and then of course something is missing, and then the rest of whatever's written is on the plaques. Beyond that, the dome room leads into what looks like a large circular chamber with multiple pillars holding the place up. It goes up for about 30 feet high within the ceiling. In the middle, you see what looks like to be a statue of a man, faceless, just sort of like rough creation of a man who currently has a hand to his side and an arm outwards, open, like this. There are 3 main pillars to the left, to the right, and behind the statue that you can see. The one to the left is nothing sitting on it. To the right, nothing is sitting on it. To the one in the back, there is almost a golden cross, like a rosary. It's currently floating in midair above the pillar. On the floor, there is 2 items. There is a sword, a golden sword, and a golden wand.
Can I read the plaque?
Absolutely. You read, the title is read, My Ode to Family. And the beginning part is cut off, unfortunately. It looks like someone has broken the plaque and taken it or removed it, destroyed it. But you do see the rest of it reads, We rise above those who are unworthy and unsound, lest we fall to reap what hurries inbound. As Blakes we are unique beyond the veil, we take leaps and bounds in order to prevail. Crossing without sight, our secrecy makes might, and that is the end of our cautionary tale.
And what were the items? The sword, a wand, a cross, and a what?
I'll go ahead and, let me go ahead and put the poem, the Ode to Family, into the host channel. And as for what you see, there is a golden cross that's currently on the behind the statue, currently on a pillar floating in midair. And on the floor, in front of the statue, is a sword, a golden sword, and a golden wand.
Okay.
You said it's a circular room, so there's no light in or out of the room, right?
No, you start to look around. You can walk around the entire space. And there's not like an extra entrance that you can see.
There's 3 statues or 4?
There's one major
One.
statue, and there's a couple of pillars.
Ah, so 1 statue and how many pillars?
3.
3?
Yeah.
Okay.
2 are empty. The other one has the golden cross.
Okay.
Does the statue say anything? Like, does it have a plaque or anything?
You look upon it, and it does not have a plaque.
But if its hands open, I think it used to hold something. Alright, now I'm calling Felix. We need his spore sonar.
Okay. The spores start to drip out. You hear Felix once again a little more louder in your brain as you've activated him. Savannah, what do you need?
Do you get a sense of either a trap or a pathway out of this room?
Searching. Escapes your path, reaches into the floor itself. This black ichor searching every bit of inch of this space and comes back. There's something underneath the statue. Bit of a pathway.
So I'll say out loud, there's definitely a pathway under the statue.
And there's only one plaque that says something? Like, can we go around and read them?
Savannah can show you the 2 plaques finish this story.
Oh, okay.
But this part's missing.
Yeah, there's a part that's missing.
It says Ode to Family, and then there's a spot missing.
Do we know anything in specific about Maximilian?
Was he a douche?
Definitely a douche.
Yeah.
Huh. Well.
Because I kind of want to just pop the sword in his hand, but I don't know what that's going to do.
I don't think we know that much about him. Gonna be a
I mean,
I mean,
sword?
sword or wand?
sword.
Alright, I'm gonna mage hand and place the sword in his hand.
Okay. Your mage hand picks up the sword, place it into the open hand, and you see a bit of electricity shocks. Almost gives like an aura of electricity that shoots out from where the hand is, and the sword drops. The hand opens slightly, drops from where it is, and the hand closes back to its almost fully closed hand, but just sort of waiting.
I don't think it was a sword.
So I guess we try the wand now. So same thing, I'll mage hand the wand into his hand.
The hand actually closes, grips the wand itself, and you hear as the statue itself starts to pivot on one side, revealing what looks like to be a spiral staircase, as the statue itself finally moves an entire space where it actually allows you to walk further deep into the space. The one thing that does catch your eye, or at least your ear, I will say, is and the sound of running sand.
Oh no.
That flashback. Down the spiral stairway, is there light or is it dark?
It is dark. But you have 60 feet worth of dark vision. You can see that it does go 60 feet in a circular space to a floor.
Maybe you can send the jelly in.
I don't have the jelly.
Oh.
What happened to your jelly?
Remember, 3 items.
Oh.
Poor jelly.
Yeah, I got a fun dagger out of it.
Okay.
Anyway. I'll start walking down the stairs, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Slowly you start to make your way down the steps, circling about 60 feet until you are met with a singular pathway, a hallway, that leads north for about 30 feet, and even with your 60 feet worth of dark vision, you can see that it opens up into a room. A large 35 by 35 foot room as you start to make your way closer. Now, there's a lot to describe in this room, especially just by glancing. So I'm going to see how much you guys get. So roll me all perception checks.
22.
22.
24. I had to
24?
think about math.
Unnatural 20.
You guys rolled well, really well. Raimi is currently behind you, and she's not going to roll. She's going to let you guys handle this. Currently, just taking what you've said to heart in terms of let us handle this. You know.
Oh yeah, somebody gets that +2.
Oh, someone gets that. Oh. Who wants to take that +2?
I'm good. I don't think I need it with a 24.
I don't think I need it.
Can we save it?
No, it has to be for the next roll.
I'm gonna give it to Rolly, who's the lowest one.
Okay.
Oh, how dare you?
What?
My unnatural 20. How dare you? The lowest roll.
I'll say that all three of you clock all of this. You catch everything. So we not even need, no words need to be said. You guys all catch this. First of all, it is a 35 by 35 foot room, and the floor is actually lifted about 3 inches. And is split up into 7 by 7 foot, like 5 foot by 5 foot squares that go 7 spaces. There is a ton of gold scattered across the entire spaces. Some of them wedged into the corners, like the western eastern side. The walls on the western eastern side are like spiked and protruded. You look up and you can see that there are hanging bars, like monkey bars, that go across the entire space. And there currently is a mesh of like a pulpy mesh of blood and guts and sinew, and what you can only assume to be the remains of a half-orc woman.
That's pleasant.
You said it was the remains. Like how? Like, can we determine about how long ago?
You can see. Oh, how long ago? Roll me a medicine check.
Again with medicine check. That's not good. That's a 9.
You can't tell how long. It's difficult, especially since you're trying to assume the length of death from this far away. Yeah, it's very, very difficult to tell. The only giveaways that is a half-orc woman is that you can tell the feminine features, though they are kind of strong in their own right, but you can see like half a face, a bit of a tusk sticking outwards as the eyes and body has now loss of blood.
Well, one counted for. Is the gold just on the floor?
It's all over the floor within this room.
I want the gold, but
I mean,
my brain's saying gold bad.
I'll say with your your perception, since you all rolled very, very high, you can tell that there is about close to 50,000 gold lining the floor.
Maybe on the way out.
A good chunk of it is currently wedged in the corners of the room.
Yeah, not doing
that.
But there is a ton of gold here.
I'm just thinking, ooh, shiny. I want the shiny thing, but the shiny thing bad.
Well, I think if we pick up the loose pieces on the floor, it's okay. I wouldn't take any out of the crevices because I don't know what that's holding back.
Just the fact that possibly everyone died, I'll be good for now.
I mean,
yeah, we don't know if the damn treasure's cursed.
Not from your current position.
Well, maybe we should go further in.
Well, I say we should just go further in because there's nothing else we can do here.
Yeah.
So why not?
This feels like a trap. I mean, when you...
Sure it is if they all died in here.
Well, my whole thing is if your big thing is keeping family secrets and you put out a big room of gold, I don't think that's to keep the family secret.
I don't know.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
Yeah, let's go.
You guys start to walk into the room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
As you
Famous
step
last
onto one of the squares, I would like all of you to roll me dex saves.
Oh no.
Roll you do with advantage because of your barbarian abilities.
Danger sense, danger sense, danger sense.
A spidey sense goes off in your head.
Be good dice. Oh, not bad. 15.
Mm-hmm.
12.
Okay.
That for me will be 19.
19. As you all three step onto one of the 5-foot squares, you hear the 3-inch lift that the squares had go down a bit. You all sort of feel that little bit of drop as multiple arrows coming from the side of the walls shoot outwards. Rolling Vera, you all rolled high and avoid it. Savannah, on
Put
the
my
other hand,
shield up.
you take
I mean, that
6
was the-
points of piercing damage.
Yeah.
Yes. You had to pull out some of the arrows from your side.
How the rogue's gonna fail a dexterity save? I'm gonna use switch to die. I'm mad now.
You go further?
Yes, I will take the lead.
Okay. Rolly's taking another step forward. Vera, Savannah, are you waiting or are you just...
I'm gonna see what happens.
Same.
Rolly, you take a step forward. Roll me another dex save with advantage.
Especially in case we got a catch or something.
21.
You succeed. More sets of arrows. You quickly dodge out of the way, leaning back. And at this point, you can see the walls. You hear grinding. And the gold that's currently wedged in the corners prevent any further movement as you see the walls almost shaking.
Had we left it in the corner.
Visual 21, thank you so much for following.
Thank you.
Yay!
Thank you. We are at a 415 out of our 500 follower goal. I very much appreciate it. Much love.
Almost
Nice.
How far down is this path?
It's 35 feet from one end to the other in this room.
Is it worth pulling out the carpet and just we don't have to touch the ground? I just
think
say it out loud to Vera.
maybe the carpet's like our we done fucked up exit strategy versus going in. Because I mean, if we had to get out of here really quick, that would be it.
But Rolly wants to know, can we grab the gold on the way out?
Not
I mean,
the ones
you're
in the corners.
I'll say this much. This entire room is caked in gold. If you want to reach down and just pocket a few, you can.
Let's all agree, if we're gonna take anything, not the ones in the corners.
I would say we'll do that after the fact.
But what about if we wanna pocket a lot?
You can certainly try.
I like that.
Rolly, what did we say about tempting God?
Yeah.
God.
On the way out.
You can certainly try. So, Rolly, you've taken another 5 feet into the next square. You're currently 10 feet into the room. You've dodged another set of arrows. What is everyone else doing?
I'll follow, but I'm putting my damn shield up.
Actually, I'm gonna. Can I do something?
Go for it.
I'd like to tell. I want to tell everybody to stop. Hold on a second. And when I took that step, did I feel a plate? Did I feel like a pressure plate?
Absolutely. You moved into the next 5 feet, and the floor went down three
Maybe
inches.
you hold it down.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I'd like to get down, like almost prone, if you will, and I'd like to look at the area in front of me, and I'd like to know if I can make out any sort of like oddities on the floor. Like maybe I could see another pressure plate. Effectively, what I'm doing is like, checking for traps.
Absolutely. I don't need to make you. You don't need to make a roll because you rolled a 22 technically in this entire room and you explored everything. Every single 5-foot square in this space is a pressure plate.
That's like it's at every step. That's why I was just like, Liv, I don't even want to step.
Well, Rolly, you already stepped on it. What if we step on it with you since it's already been triggered once?
That's not a bad idea.
I just don't know how much weight triggers it again.
Yeah, I mean, okay. But that's the thing, though. We need to get to the end of wherever this is, and we're just going to keep triggering it every 5 steps.
How many feet
to test out Vera's theory, now I'm going to take some of the gold off the ground and see if I can trigger it ahead of us.
Okay. You grab a handful of gold and you scatter it across ahead of you. The gold is not heavy enough to push down on the plate.
Is there a sack anywhere or something?
A lot of the gold here looks like it's been bent and crushed. But the ones that you can get, like, it looks spendable. It's individual pieces of gold that you can kind of grab and scoop and throw. It's not enough to push down 3 inches in this thing.
Okay.
Can your mage
All right.
hand push down?
I've got an idea.
I
has,
can
like,
try,
5
but I'm like,
I think it
can
has
try
like
that.
5 or 10 pounds of pressure.
It can push down 5 to 10. It could lift 10 pounds, so it could push 10 pounds.
I could try that, see what happens. So we'll mage hand to see if we can press the pressure
Ahead of
down.
Rolly?
Yes.
Okay, your hand appears. Bit of this cat paw pushes down and actually does go down the 10 feet, and multiple sets of arrows go by.
There we
All
go.
right. So I guess the true question is, did the ones that Rolly already step on are good? So, I take a step ahead of Vera.
Okay. Are you going ahead of Vera, or are you going into Rolly's space?
I'm trying to meet up Rolly because he's a couple steps ahead of us.
He's one step ahead of you, so you.
Oh,
wanna
he's
go
one
into-
step ahead.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll step up to meet Rolly.
You go into Rolly's space. Nothing occurs. The plaque that you were just standing on, the little lever, the trap, goes up,
Mm-mm.
but nothing occurs.
How far are we to the inn?
Right now, Vera, you are 5 feet into the room.
Uh-huh.
Rolly and Savannah are 10 feet into the room.
And how far do...
35 feet it's total.
At our little 5 foot on the plate, can Vera fit?
She can fit.
Yeah, then we
I
got
guess it's a
Raimi.
better question. Should all 4 of us fit? Forgot there's 4 of us right now.
Raimi has been staying at the beginning, and she's like,
I gotta roll for Moscow's thing. Hold on.
let me check something real quick.
I'm like, she has phantom limbs. Can she help with this?
First, I'm going to look up something, but while that happens, Vera, what are you trying to do?
Well, because you said it's 35 feet. I was thinking if I face stepped all the way, that's only 30 feet.
Well, you're 5 feet in.
So
Oh,
you
okay.
could.
Yeah, I just can't take somebody with me, I don't think. Hold on, let me look. I don't know if there's a method in which I can. I think it's just myself.
Raimi is going to walk back about 10 feet. She's going to spend a key point to do Step of the Wind, and she is going to jump. Rolly is still prone. She's going to roll an athletics check. Oh yeah. Acrobatics, that's definitely gonna work.
no.
Rolly, you feel a foot step on your back and jump, using you as a springboard, without a problem with Step of the Wind because it triples her jump speed, or distance. She's able to get to the other side, no problem, using you as a stepping stone.
Damn, and I'm last? Forget this, I'm face stepping that bullshit.
Cheaters. Both of you, cheaters.
No, using
be
what I
ashamed.
have.
I saw what happened. Not gonna happen to me.
Come on, Rolly. I'm just gonna mage hand our steps.
You can
So-
do that.
I'll mage stand a step and pull Rolly along.
Okay. Easily. That's actually that's a great way to do it, of handling it. Every 5 steps you push down using the mage hand, take a step into that area. The mage hand moves across about 5 feet and just makes a pathway for you. Every time it pushes down, set of arrows shoot out 5 feet in front of you and then stop, and you move ahead. And you guys all get across the space.
You know what? I'm taking that gold on our way out for compensation because this is bullshit. This is bullshit.
You guys are now within what looks like to be a long hallway that starts to curve a little bit, so sort of blocking a bit of your vision to the opposite end. But as you start to make your way, the small bit of the top light coming from the spiral staircase starts to diminish and become a bit dark to a point where you're in pure darkness. Who's leading the charge? What's the marching order? Rolly? The fact that you have the drift globe actually makes this possible, as you can see a bit of light circling around you, causing a bit of illumination. You run across 2 dead bodies and 2 sacks, giant sacks. Actually, oh my god, I can't believe this happened. You run across 1 giant sack and what looks to be a small bag on the side. You accidentally kick what looks like to be a drow man dressed in multicolored garbs and a large feathered hat that has like this purplish hue, an eye patch on one side, and he has a gigantic gash on his stomach. And you also see on the ground a half-orc woman with looks like to be fiery red hair, a braided that currently goes down, a large person with like almost runic symbols, tattoos across her shoulders and arms, who also lies dead. And scattered, still in her grasp, is a golden crown.
Guys, found something.
That
Maybe
anyone else felt that this was too easy?
just maybe mage-handed. I wouldn't touch it.
Yeah, I'll mage hand to grab the crown. Also, want to go back and look at the bag stuff.
You look at the first one, the one that actually looks big, and it has 50,000 gold in it.
Hey.
I'm gonna take that one.
Definitely a lot of hefty weight on you, Rolly.
Yeah,
I'm taking that one.
And the smaller bag, you open it up and it is empty. But roll me an Arcana check. 17? This is a bag of holding.
I knew it! I knew it!
Maybe you dump that bag into that bag.
Yeah, well, Rolly doesn't know that.
I'm like, this is how I'm gonna just stick my whole arm in it.
What do you think of what are you trying to pull from the bag?
No one, just because it's on my mind. By chance, is the vial in the bag?
Unfortunately, you reach your hand out. The vial does not come out.
Oh
Doesn't seem like there was a vial there.
I'll put my hand back in and it's like, is there gold in this bag?
You immediately feel something in your hand, and your hand is just swimming in gold.
Oh. Pull his hand out.
You have a handful of gold that starts to trickle down your hand as it drops to the floor. There is probably more in the bag too.
Well, you take the little one.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the little one. Matter of fact, since I mage hand the crown, we're gonna put that in the bag.
Okay.
Can you see what the crown looked like, though?
Oh, yeah. The crown itself is a golden crown with numerous black gems on the sort of serrated, sort of the raised point of it. Starts to almost like there's 3 lifts, peaks, 3 points with black gems on it, and it wraps around.
Any writing on it of any kind?
There is no writing.
If it belonged to a Blake, I'm sure it does something horribly well.
I'm curious, does anybody have detect magic?
That's your dagger. Had detect magic.
My other magic?
Your other dagger.
I thought somebody had it like as a cantrip or not. Alright, I could take the other dagger and see if detect magic on it, just see if it's magical.
Yeah,
Oh,
like,
so on
detect
the
magic's like
crown?
a 3rd level spell. Nobody
You
got
use
these
your
cantrips.
magic dagger, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you tap the back of it. The flash of blue streaks outwards as you start to use the power of the dagger itself. And you do have the detect magic spell on you right now. And the crown itself is very much magical. And you get a strong sense of the school of necromancy.
Oh.
Well.
And of course the bag reads magical because it's a bag of holding.
I mean, that tracks.
I mean, it tracks, but do we want to give that power to somebody?
Well, I'm
I have
pretty
a
sure
feeling.
he's gonna track you down and kill you anyway, so...
Everybody tracks me down and kills me. What can I say to that anymore?
Well, I mean, this one it's a group. We did kind of promise to give it to...
We're
Should
in
we
an
keep looking?
interesting scenario we find ourselves in.
What else is in this room?
Currently you're not in a room, you're in a hallway.
Oh.
And
Oh, so-
actually, I'll even say there's been signs of a struggle. Like there was a fight here.
Like a monster or with each other?
No other signs of like monstrous like claws or anything. More like blade swings. There's a giant axe on the half-orc woman with the red fire hair. She's currently holding an axe that kind of oddly looks like a... Actually, I have to confirm with someone right now. Amber as the player was...
Yeah, I caught that.
Amber as a player was Videl wielding an axe.
Let me check. She's actually in... She had a longsword.
A longsword. Then there's a clear long blade cut along the drow's body.
I think I stabbed him in the back, to be fair.
Daram, hopefully I'm saying that right. Thank you so much for following.
Yay!
Thank you, thank you. We're at 416 right now, guys. Keep it coming. Please share this stream where you can. We're trying to hit that 500 follower goal.
So
Love
I
that.
have a suggestion here. So Vera can talk to the dead.
If
Ah!
Vera has the spell prepared.
Do you have the spell prepared? Damn it, Vera!
So why
Damn it, Vera!
So should we perhaps bring this corpse with us and speak with it?
I'm
will
not
say-
gonna bring the whole freaking corpse. You bring somebody's
But we could take
head.
its head.
I'm going to say this because of the scenario we found ourselves in. Vera, if you just would like to spend the spell slot, I'll allow you to cast the spell just this once, just because of the scenario we're in. Because this will be so much fun. I think this will be so much fun.
Oh, are you gonna make me talk to myself?
It's up to...
Yes.
I'll say it's up to Savannah who she chooses you talk to.
I mean, I know what the crown does. That's why I wouldn't suggest touching it. But Vera didn't want to touch anything of the Blakes anyway.
Well...
I mean, I think we've already established don't touch anything.
So I'm gonna reiterate what the scene you found. You saw a dead drow wearing multicolored clothes laying on the floor next to a giant bag of 50,000 gold. Then a half-orc woman who currently lies dead and who had the crown in her grasp, who is dead as well, with a smaller bag of holding on her side. That is the scene you came across. Savannah, I'll put this in your hand. If Vera wishes, she doesn't have to, but if she wishes to cast a spell just this once without it being prepared, which one should she talk to?
Tom was like, do I even remember?
That's what I'm thinking about, like...
I remember some. I know what Maximilian was. I know what the crown does.
Well, no, you can't answer this yet. Come on
But,
now.
like, I don't remember. What was,
You were the drow, right? Not the half-orc?
No, I was the half-orc. I can't talk.
Don't. You can confirm that much, but
That's why I wanted to confirm. I'm like, we're gonna talk to the half-orc.
Okay.
Half-orc had to kill said drow.
So, Vera, are you now the question is, would you like to cast the spell?
Yeah, I hope I don't have to use that slot for anything later.
Okay, well, you spend the spell slot.
What level spell is it?
3rd. Same
I
as
think we'll be okay.
The light within the space, especially from the drift globe, starts to be absorbed by you due to your holy ability, pulling it, and you start to almost juggle it in a way where you start to pull the streams of light and push it into this half-orc woman's body. The face opens up.
5 questions.
Just... Videl. Wake up, Videl.
Depends on what you're asking.
So, we'll say for the sake of RP.
She wasn't a pleasant person, so she's probably going to tell you who the fuck woke her up.
For the sake of RP, we're going to have Savannah and Rolly ask the questions, and Vera, you can definitely help out. It's like, maybe ask this, try this, or this. But in terms of RP,
it's me
right now,
answering.
Amber, you're Videl.
Yeah. So you're gonna hear who the fuck woke her up.
So let's say this, Videl, you are currently woken up. What is your first response as you start to wake? The spell compels you to answer questions, but we'll say for this moment, you can RP.
Question, can I look around the room?
You can.
I don't remember what's his face's character's name.
Ego.
I think she's starting to remember, and she's probably just says that bitch because she remembers who killed her.
You say that loud?
Yeah.
You hear the body go, that bitch.
Bitch.
Hello?
Hi. Kind of take a step back hearing that. I'm like, is she gonna swing at me?
It's just like her head's
It's just her
animated.
head's
She
moving.
can't really. Her body can't move.
We only get 5 questions, so I'm trying to be careful of what I say.
Yeah. Don't you dare ask, how are you?
Because, I mean, if she could give you a middle finger, she probably would.
It's like, nice
Of course
corpse. I mean, normally when we do this, we tie the corpse up. Why did we do that this time?
I mean, she's not going to move around. That's animate dead.
Yeah. Oh, I think we're fine in that regard.
How do I even go with this?
You wanted to do this. What do you want to ask her?
What do you know about the crown?
I think she
Alright.
probably...
She laughs at me. I'm just be like, that's creepy.
She just looks at her hand, like, because she knows she can't move it. Or, like, she could probably feel she can't move her hand. I think one thing you forgot to mention that she probably looks a little more cryptic in her face.
No, that
That goes
went away
away?
when you died.
Oh, okay.
I know what you're thinking, but no, that went away when you died.
Yeah, so she doesn't have the fangs anymore, I don't think.
The hell did you die?
Yeah, well, you said the crown. What does the crown do? I'm trying to think in her head, like,
Sure.
she's weighing out, like, well, I'm dead, so what the hell else do I got to lose?
You played as your character would.
She probably says, who's asking?
No, you're compelled to either... Well, you have to respond or not. I guess the spell...
Who's asking is the question.
What? How's the spell work? Are you compelled to tell the truth?
No.
Or to answer?
Oh.
Nope.
Speak with that.
Wait, I don't think they're compelled to say
They're
the
not
truth.
compelled to tell the truth.
Yeah,
They can
but
choose to.
Are you at least compelled to answer the question? Is the question?
I think
I don't know. Let me look. Hold on.
It says here that the corpse knows what it is.
It
Says here
answers
under
are-
no compulsion to offer a truthful answer, but it sounds like you are compelled to at least answer the question.
What do I know about the crown?
What do you know about the crown? You can add more to it at the end, but you have to at least answer the question, truthfully or not.
Belong to a lich. And it turns you
It
into a
didn't belong to
very powerful vampire. With a consequence.
Is that... Where did you find it originally?
On the lich's head.
Wait, there's a lit...
It wasn't a lich.
Well, he was lich-like.
Sure. Oh, this is you answering, I guess.
Yeah.
I meant the room. Where in the crypt?
Number 3.
What room? Room 3.
God damn it.
It was on the top ahead of a Blake in room 3.
I don't know. Really? Anything?
I heard Lich, and I'm like, oh god.
He's dead now.
Huh.
That's 3 questions?
So 3
Yeah,
three so
I'm
far.
trying to
You have 2 more.
Okay, you have 2 more.
Trying to think of something else.
I'm actually trying to think of one right now. Ask her.
Vera doesn't. I don't remember. I'm trying to think. Those were like the pertinent ones, like where we found it, who had it.
Are there any more treasures lying deeper in this crypt?
I think we had it all.
No, you collected all. Whatever's on the floor here is what you cleaned out, as far as you're aware.
Whatever's in our hands and/or bags.
Okay, guys, we figured it out. That is the crown we're here for. Maybe we should ask something about the crown. Just saying.
We already
No, you
did.
did.
Apparently, it turns you into a vampire lich.
And that's what we want to give to this guy. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's the thought I'm having right now.
So we have 1 more left?
You have 1 more left.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if Shield knew anything about the other quest, but I'm like, I don't think she would have any reason to.
I don't think we knew anything about a vial.
Oh. What if? Okay, because wow, should we only have 1 more
You
question?
can, if you want, you can pull away.
You
and
can
say,
hypothetically ask
Yeah.
it and not direct it to her before you say, I'm
Yeah.
directing it to her.
Okay, so I'm talking to Savannah and I'm saying, well, I guess I'll talk to Vera too, and I'll say like, I want to know who killed her, but more importantly, I want to know if
She said a bitch, which makes me think it's she.
it sounds like she was like maybe possibly like backstabbed, if you catch my drift.
No, I agree, and that might be who left.
Yeah, that might be the one set of footprints that left. So what if
I mean, I know of one thing you can ask about because I remember one troopy ass room.
Does Vera have a question you can add into this?
I don't know
conversation?
if she could word it in a way that wouldn't be like meta both.
The true test of a role
I think
player.
if there's any rooms that weren't explored, because I don't think we went in them all.
Oh,
That's kind of difficult for Vera to ask. Like, are there rooms you have? I guess you could say.
Yeah, like, because I mean, I don't know how many there. Vera doesn't know how many rooms there are.
I suppose we can work it out and say that you've gone in here. Does that mean you've explored all of
Yeah.
the crypt? So you
yeah,
can say-
actually, that's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
So you asked that.
You have to remind me.
But
But I know we didn't visit all of them.
there was a southern door that you didn't go into beyond the mirror.
Okay. So there,
So that's what Videl knows.
yeah. There's a mirrored room. Quite interesting. And she probably has a creepy smile on that part. And there's a southern door we didn't need to go into.
Fifth, wasn't it?
And then the light escapes the half-orc woman, and she is no longer filled with simulated life.
Well, rats.
Well, we know not to touch the crown, but do we want to give that away?
I mean, Arthur's Arthur, but he had all those things like on display. I don't even think he uses them.
My whole thing is we can give it to him and try to kill it. I just don't know if we want to try to kill a lich vampire thing.
I think we can forewarn about it. Whatever they do with that information is their problem.
So they took it off the head of a Blake.
Well, this is Maximilian's crypt, no?
Yeah.
And
And-
magical necromancy, so it could have been unalive.
Well, I remember without metaing that Belladonna wanted that vial because of, like, everlasting life. Queen
Yeah.
Evergrey wants everlasting life. So... Blakes are known to keep finding that. Or at least finding distorted ways to find it.
So do we continue down the hallway?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Would it be
think
petty to still, like, check their pockets even though we just got all this gold?
I don't think she has anything in her pockets other than, like, weapons.
Yeah, unfortunately, even going through their pockets, you see mundane weapons and things like that.
Yeah, I think she had her and the other half-orc, I think, had the biggest weapons. She has a
Yeah.
longsword. I think
She had a
Una
great
had
axe.
the axe.
Yeah, Una had an axe. You guys can continue beyond this sort of curved hallway, and you are led into a rectangular-sized room with an ever-glowing light coming from the middle. Looks like a large rectangular brazier that is continuously giving off light. As you start to walk in, the footsteps are now echoing across the entire space. Across the way from this not giant, but long room is a metal door. And as you start to walk further in, you kind of are startled a little bit as to your left and right, you almost see figures walking with you. You kind of struggle to look to your left and right, and you see
The mirrors.
it's a mirror. Raimi is currently behind you, currently keeping off, just keeping the back, keeping an eye out.
All she said was it was interesting.
So beyond the mirror, she said.
Can you mage hand from that far away, or is it like about 30 feet away?
How far is the door?
Mage hand for an arcane structure, I think, is 60 feet.
Mhm.
Am
Oh,
I correct?
Yes.
Let me go ahead and let you know how long the room is. From where you guys are currently standing, it would be about 100 feet away to get to the solid steel door. If you guys want, I can put you on a map to give you sort of an idea.
Yes, please.
I still
that'd be
have that.
nice. Yeah. That would be fantastic.
Let's go and show the crowd.
Assuming door is here?
Yeah, so it is beyond this point, about a little further in. You can see a little bit with your 60-foot vision, as you can see the light giving off a bit.
And I can't use Felix as a sonar anymore, correct?
No, that's a once per long rest.
Okay.
I'll say since you saw your reflections, definitely you three kind of right about here, Raimi right behind.
I was thinking. So she can't reach it because she can't see it.
No, it's too far.
it's too
I would have
far.
to go further into the room.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can go further in the room. It's just, do I trust these mirrors? Like, you're shaking your head. No.
You could tell by the tone of interesting they weren't great. But necessary? That's all I'm gonna say, because I think Mike will slap me otherwise.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw You need to stop talking, Vidal. You're dead.
Yeah. That's all I'm gonna say is interesting,
Vidal, stop it!
but necessary.
No, I'm gonna mute you. I can do that now.
Not on stream, Mike.
Don't worry, you'll see the large D20 I have in my
Vidal?
bag go across the room and hit Mike in the head.
God has told you to stop. Here is it.
Well, before I do my reckless idea like I always do, Rolly, what do you got for me?
I mean, do it. Just do it. 'Cause
I'd take my bear out, but I don't want to take her out. She's just a cub.
I mean, it's either you do it or I
I mean,
do
if
it.
something hits the bear, it comes back, right?
No. Vera just instantly gives you a no because she would throw you out farther than the bear.
I mean, I thought it'd be like the jellyfish, which now I don't have.
She's just an infant. She really doesn't know what she's doing yet.
All right, I'll do it. It was getting us nowhere.
I was gonna say if you threw something in the room,
So,
just see
I'll
what
say
That
happens.
was the other thing I was thinking.
I'll say
What's
this:
that?
since you guys are not in initiative, you can definitely move your character anywhere within this map, and stop and tell me what you're doing there.
I know this is gonna sound weird, but is there like any gravel or a pebble on the ground?
Yeah, we'll say that there is. You can grab something.
I'm gonna kind of softly throw it at the mirror on the wall.
Sure, you toss it, give it a little toss, and ding.
Nothing.
Nothing. Pocket sand.
Pocket sand.
I throw pocket sand.
Can I? This will be probably a dumb
so-
idea, but can I bring out spiritual weapon and like summon it in the middle of the room
Sure, of course.
and see what it does?
You summon the spiritual weapon. Let's go ahead and bring that out. Your solar saber appears from the light given off from the brazier, and it currently just. And you currently look around to see if anything's happening. Nothing occurs, from what you can tell.
Okay, I'll move in 10 feet then.
From where?
I'll move in 10 feet.
Okay.
So like right here.
Sure.
I will follow her lead.
Okay.
Yeah. After I'm gonna see if anything happens. Nothing happens, and I'll follow in.
Amy's gonna stay from behind. You walk in ever so gingerly, quietly. You look to your left and right. You still see your reflections doing the exact same thing that you are, as you currently look around. As you get close to this brazier here, you can actually tell that it's not giving off heat, just light.
Interesting.
I'll move the spiritual weapon. I think I can move it as a bonus action for another 20 feet.
Yes, you can.
See what happens.
5, 10, 15, 20. It currently goes forward, a little closer. Nothing occurs.
How far into the room would I need to get to be in reach of the door?
Oh,
To use the mage hand.
good question. You have 60 feet. You need to move 20 feet a little more further in.
Alright, I'll take the chance. I'll move the 20 feet in. That would be voiding that thing.
So we can't step
Yeah.
on top of that thing, right?
No, you could try. I mean, you could try.
No.
Can I hit it?
Yeah, you can hit it.
I'm gonna hit it.
Roll me an attack.
In the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and try to open the door.
Roll me a sleight of hand check.
That'll be 23 to hit.
23. You definitely do connect, and your blade bounces off as you get a sense of something as a magical aura is currently imbued this brazier with continuous fire, and the structure itself is magical.
Alright guys, this is a magic thing. This is beyond my scope, so you spellcasters can take over. That'd be great.
I'm gonna move another 20 feet.
It'd be 22, by the way.
A 22?
Yes.
Your mage hand grabs a hold of the door, starts to slowly turn the lock mechanism, but it can't actually pull it. Roll me an investigation check. With advantage since you rolled so well with your sleight of hand.
18.
18. You know what these are. That's a false door. There's a reason why it won't unlock.
Because it's not real.
Because it's not real. And at this point,
Oh.
Savannah, I'm gonna go ahead and do something real quick.
I mean, you don't have to
And-
do something.
Vera as well.
Yep.
Okay.
Vera don't know, but Amber remembers.
Natural 20 on Vera.
Oh.
And
Oh, no.
a 17 on Savannah. I'm sure that is your... Was that your armor class?
I believe so.
Okay.
Yes.
Hits a beats.
Is it magical?
No, it is not magical.
Okay.
Savannah. I'll say, actually, Rolly, this might be fun for you. Roll me a perception check.
Can I uncanny dodge or evade this?
Unfortunately, it's considered as a surprise round.
I rolled a 19.
19. You see on the very last moment, as Savannah is currently concentrating on her mage hand, currently trying to turn the knob, and kind of thinking for a moment what it is, the moment she turns her head to think, her reflection does not mirror what she's doing. And as Vera is currently holding a hand up to keep the spiritual weapon in place, kind of walking in, she takes a step and her mirrored version does not take a step with her. They both turn towards their doppelgangers or towards their counterparts and immediately rush closer to the actual mirror, breaking through it. The mirror doesn't break, but they almost phase through it and reach out towards their different versions. And I would like...
Can I yell?
You can yell, but the attack's already hit.
Yeah, I was just going to be like, oh, shit!
Yeah. So, first of all, a first attack was going to be a... Let's do Vera first. Oh, no, sorry, Savannah first. You take 6 points of bludgeoning damage as your mirrored version smacks into you. For Vera, since it's got a critical...
That's gonna hurt.
That's gonna be 14 points of damage.
Okay.
And they get a multi-attack, so their second attack is now gonna... One for Savannah. That's gonna hit. Savannah, you take an additional 5 points of damage. And Vera... That's definitely going to go over your AC, Vera, with a 22. And you take 5 points of damage as well. Now I'd like everyone to roll me initiative.
Well, I'm glad we got those. Our hit points went up.
Yikes.
Yeah. It wasn't fun the first time. I rolled an 11.
An 11 for Vera.
15.
15 for Savannah.
A 21.
21
for
for
Rolly.
Rolly.
For Mr. Barnwell.
Mr. Rolly. Rolly, what is your dexterity modifier?
+2.
+2. Understood. Okay. We might go through one round of combat and then we're going to have to call it a match. I know that. And then Vera, you rolled an 11, right?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. And then I think that's everyone. Let's see, 1, 2.
You got Rainy.
8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. All right. And then first up is going to be Rolly. Not
okay.
you.
Oh.
Your mirrored self rushes through like a freight train.
Oh, those are the mirror. Oh boy, I messed up.
Natural 20.
Whoops.
Oh,
Oh.
You take
from yourself.
9 points of damage, and its second attack is a 21's gonna hit. You take an
Ow.
additional 5 points of damage as a mirrored version of you, almost shifting in different ways. Attacks twice, getting a deep blow. Savannah, your mirrored version. Take an additional.
Here, I'll go in before.
Natural 1. And a 11 is definitely not going to hit as it currently swings wide, unfortunately not making connection. Actual Rolly, you're up.
You know what this just felt like? Why are you hitting yourself? Why are you hitting yourself?
Yeah, it feels like that. Let's go ahead and change the music as we handle this.
Okay. Well, first things first, rage. Second thing, I hope this works, as if not, then this will be fun. I'm going to go into the mirror, Rolly. I'll show him who's the alpha here.
Make me an attack.
I don't like the way you said that. That'll be 22 to hit.
That connects. Roll damage.
Okay. I also don't like the way you said that. I'm just afraid, alright? Leave me alone. Okay. And that's gonna be... Oh, that's not good. That'll be 9 points of damage total. Actually, no, sorry. I forgot to add this right. That'll be 14 points of damage total. Sorry.
14 points of damage. It failed its strength save. So immediately push back 10 feet if you want to do this.
Yeah, I do.
All right, and you rush its space. You crack it. You see the cracks of the mirrored version of yourself, this sort of monochrome version, just sort of looming and lurking. No pupils, just clear white eyes looks at you, and the cracks seal. You have a second attack.
I do. Can I use a free action?
Yeah, you always could.
I'm gonna yell. Look for their eyes! They're not normal! And I'm gonna go to the second attack.
Okay.
That'll be 21 to hit.
That definitely hits. Roll me damage.
Come on, big money. Oh my god. How is that worse? Jesus. Okay, that's gonna... Yeah, it's gonna be 12 points of damage.
12 points of damage. Once again, you start to crack this mirror, and it reforms back perfectly.
Oh. I got a 1 on the D12 twice.
Oh,
Savannah, you're up.
Yeah, what would I do if I saw a mirror's image of myself? Probably freak out, so we're gonna swipe her with my dagger.
Please do.
That is going to be a 17 to hit.
17 does hit.
Yay. That's gonna be 12 points of damage.
Got it. You stab directly into this creature. You see the splinters,
Wait,
almost like a spider.
Because roll next to me, does that count for a sneak attack?
I think the creature needs to be... Oh, that is a good question. I'm not sure if it needs to be within 5 feet of each other or it just needs to be engaged. So let me double check that.
Because if Rolly's near me and it's like 5 feet, or it needs to be the same, engage with the same creature.
Yeah. Let me double check. I'm not sure if it has to be engaged or not, or just needs to be within 5 feet. Let me double check that. There we go. Let's see. Loading. Sneak attack. Let's see here. You do not need advantage on attack rolls if another enemy of the target is within 5 feet of you. Yeah, so you can roll your sneak attack.
So I'll keep the first 3 and then add... Yeah. So to the 12, we're adding... Let's see. 10, so that's going to be 22.
22. You stab directly into this thing's heart, and it splinters like a spider. Just spider webs and cracks up to the face. And as you release your dagger, back to prim, perfect form.
That's terrifying. I just saw myself crack to 1,000 pieces and come back to form.
Your version, your duplicate just goes in an unnerving way. Just white eyes.
Reaction, I was kind of like, Felix, anything?
Felix is... I'm gonna roll for him. Maybe actually this might help. You lucky son of a bitch.
Yay!
It's a natural 20. Felix has been watching what Rolly's been doing and what you've been doing, and literally says, we're not hurting him. At all.
That's all we're getting.
Yeah. He can't do the detect traps at all.
So I say out loud so Rolly can hear me that they're not taking damage.
Alrighty then.
Here, because that's a good thing.
You still have a bonus action. Savannah.
You know what?
Oh.
I want to see something. I'm about to do in true fashion. We're gonna disengage and run away.
There you go. Disengage. You may move your, I think, 35 feet or 30 feet.
Yeah, we're actually gonna use a 35 and get to this side of the room.
Perfect. You run to the front side. Your duplicate and the mirrored Rolly swipe at you, but unfortunately, you're too quick and nimble to get out of it to get hit. It is going to be Raimi's turn. She is going to hear you say you're not doing damage, and she'll literally go, well, maybe I can. Her arms start to form and start to complete her missing ones, and she will rush to Rolly's aid and make some attacks. That one will miss. That one will hit. She slams against your duplicate Rolly. You see the face starting to, as the Phantom Hand releases, once again finishing and collecting itself. She looks to you, looks back to it, and goes, "What the fuck is this place?"
Welcome to the kingdom.
Vera, 2 attacks on you. 15 to hit.
Miss.
20 to hit.
Hits.
You take 9 points of damage.
Bitch.
And it's now Vera's turn.
I was thinking of a way how to do this without being weird. She's thinking that she's seen the Blakes go through mirrors before, multiple times now.
They have.
You have.
So she's gonna try and shove herself back through the mirror.
Roll me an athletics check.
Okay. I don't think can I give myself gains on that?
That's an action. Shoving is not an action too.
Okay.
We'll see how high you roll.
Yeah. You said athletics, right?
Athletics.
Athletics. Alright. 16?
16. Way better than it's 5. I'll say that you push it to a point where it actually starts to phase into the mirror. Not exactly through it, but you see almost just half of it.
Yeah, she's just like hands in hands with herself, and she's like trying to shove it back through the mirror.
That's happening. It hasn't gone fully through, but it does show that the mirrored version can go through it.
So that was my action. Let's see if I have anything for a bonus action. Could I technically move the spiritual weapon and try to hit her back in?
Yeah, make me another athletics. Use your spell casting modifier. So 5, 10, 15, 20.
Okay. Well, that's a +8.
I'll roll again for it.
That's a little better.
Okay.
Well, it's technically 19. That's an 11 + 8.
Okay. Hey, that's pretty good. We'll say you push it back an additional 5 feet. And
It just hits her in the head.
it phases through.
Get in there.
It almost, you could see your reflection now fall through the mirrored version and is currently stumbling back and still staring at you.
And she's just gonna yell as she's hitting it, like, push it back through the mirror. And she's like trying to kick her own self.
It is now going to be Raimi's duplicate.
Oh no.
Oh
She
no.
currently walks through and will make 2 attacks on Raimi.
Great.
That will hit. That will hit.
Mm-mm.
9 and 5. So 14 points of damage to Raimi. As these mirrored version of the astral hands slam twice into her. She's getting pummeled a bit. And that is going to be the end of the round, I believe. Everyone's had a turn. Yes. Yeah. And that is, we're going to call it a game, guys. We're going to have to conclude this in the next 2 weeks on the 12th.
Yeah.
So close.
We've been ending on cliffhangers.
I
We
know.
keep doing cliffhangers and we don't immediately come back. That's what kills it.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed this, but heck, if you're sad that we're not going to be here next week, don't be sad. I will give you another piece of content. Join us tomorrow at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and we'll have our brand new one-shot Church of Jopai, where we're joined by a bunch of amazing new guest stars. We've got Careful Cantrip, we got Mithril Armory, we've got Chrissy Burnt Combo, some streamers, some D&D players, some artists, some illustrators. Bunch of good time to have, especially if you like Ghostbusters. Bustin' makes me feel good.
Don't cross the streams.
Don't cross the streams. There's a lot of sexual innuendos in that song, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know. I'm noticing it now. But hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Check you guys in 2 weeks.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.